Testing, testing. I hope you guys can hear me well. All right. I want to make sure I give a quick shout out to everybody who's going to come in here. Shout out, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning to whoever you are out there who's going to be listening to this live. Yes, it is a live. And it's going to be based on the subject on Jonathan Majors. Clearly some things have happened and some things have transpired where, excuse me, where his name has been slandered and his name has been, you know, been coming up a lot on these YouTube streets and just the news in general, from other reports, other sources, um, and it pertains to what happened, you know, give or take about a week ago or so ago, maybe a little less, um, and it originally started in between. Well, at first, well, before I do all that, let me just make sure I give a little breakdown of who he is. Jonathan Majors is a well-known, well-decorated actor. His recent movies are Ant-Man Quantumania, where he played the lead villain, the lead antagonist. Um, basically came to conquer. He also came out in the Loki series, which was 2 years ago during the pandemic. It was a great show. He did a great job. I believe I think it's his third time where they like, it's like three times he's come out in a different type of Marvel type of project or content in between that show, the movie, and then one other one, if I'm not mistaken. And that's just one. And then clearly the other recent movie that just came out that was Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut, which was Creed 3, where he also played the antagonist, a friend, former friend of Adonis Creed when they were children. The character he played, uh, alongside main star, co-star Michael B. Jordan in that movie. He's also been known to come out in other shows like Lovecraft Country, which was one of my favorite shows, especially the elements it was using. It was touching on certain things that were historical and other things that were nonfiction, as well as some things that were fiction, at least to the people that, depends who you ask, right? H.P. Lovecraft. It's always known to be some type of a cosmic horror type stuff and the lore and all that kind of things. And, it was a great show. It only had one season. But man, that show had the potential to be like some type of supernatural show meets like, I don't know, like it's like supernatural meets like another cross of another great like sci-fi show slash horror or something like that. And that show didn't. That show clearly only had one season, but um, that was a great show. Like I think they were nominated at least for some awards in some categories at least. And then Jonathan Majors clearly. Um, I don't think he had a long list already, but either way, the list he has within like 10 years or so of acting, maybe a little bit less than that. He's been part of some great projects. He's done some great credited roles. Mm. And when we heard the situation, I was like, well, at least let me give it like at least a couple more days, at least see what more comes out. Because usually they tend to put tabloids and headlines to gravitate and see what play with people's emotions and stuff like that, get them their feelings are triggered, you know. And it's crazy how it looks because at first you would have thought, hey, I was like, okay, first of all, look at the context because context matters, right? The original report that was being said, I think one of them was from TMZ, the other ones were like several other sources saying that he was arrested of assault, strangulation, on top of other things, right? And it was basically all DV, some domestic violence type, scenario. Um, Turns out when the further report came out, yeah, so the further report, because he was technically being the concerned boyfriend, star slash citizen, and it backfired. And this is why I put this banner up because he was doing what he needed to do because he was concerned, not just human being, concerned citizen, concerned boyfriend, whatever you want to do, all three, all the above. And the person that actually was trying to do their part, call the police because the other alleged lady, um, because I put the crazy girlfriend or whatever, or ex-girlfriend, she was clearly not mentally well. I guess she had been hurting herself. That's what was alluded in the report? And he had called police to show up, and he's the one that gets booked to jail. And he's the one that gets booked to jail. That's what's crazy. He gets booked to jail, and you wonder why people don't want to call the police sometimes, because especially if you're the male, because the system, I've said it before, it seems like it could be sexist towards the man, and in most cases, you're not taken seriously as a victim, or in this case, a concerned boyfriend slash citizen, and trying to be the example. Sometimes doing the right thing, it sucks because it still backfires in your face, or at least that's what you thought you were doing. And who can you trust, or how can you go from here? That depends on the situation, the context. Again, I guess certain things are black and white, others are a gray area. Not everything's black and white, not everything's gray. And it overall just it's sad. It's just sad because what got me more kind of like in, I guess you could say it, in my way of thinking, in my kind of it just disappoints me a little sometimes, because the ones that kind of got me twisted, kind of thinking like what's wrong with you guys is the fans of Marvel. Like, these Marvel fans were trying to say, hey, let's recast him, let's take him down from his position. Already trying to do the whole cancel culture. Cancel culture. Like, are you serious? This cancel culture is more like a cancer culture. That's what it is. It's a cancer. It's like a virus sometimes. It's like we want to take people and dethrone people for certain things that may not be sometimes as critical or as serious, or it's like you jump the gun and assume too quickly, and that's why I can't stand about cancel culture, or at least when they do it too extreme and too incorrectly, and it's kind of like an abuse of power in a way. You see that, so it's just crazy. It's crazy how we live in this day and age where people won't even do their proper homework correctly, and you'll still be crucified. That's what's crazy about this. That's honestly the main reason why I wanted to talk about this subject, because I brought it up to my co-host, which who will be joining me shortly. It's just because I wanted to start this early. I should have technically started this a little bit earlier, but just taking care of some things on the outside end, outside of YouTube. But like it's just crazy. Like, I think it's sad. I think it kind of like disgusts me and kind of disappoints me in certain people, and I get it, right? Like, I'm not supposed to have such high expectations on people, specifically people who are the Marvel fans and the Marvel universe type stuff. It's like, damn, like, can a motherfucker breathe? Can a dude breathe? He didn't even do anything wrong, or at least that's what was stated in the report, because it's recorded. When you make a phone call to the police, 911, your call is being recorded, because if it's a case, if it's a charge, if it leads to potentially trial, whatever, all these things are recorded in the report. And the thing about it too is, because even Jonathan Major's legal representation, or I don't know if it's a lawyer or an agent or a manager, also released a statement that, hey, don't worry, he's innocent. Everything will be proven and shown. Perfect. And the fact that the girlfriend or whatever, at this point, I wouldn't even call her girlfriend. She's the ex that never was, that never should have been. Recants her claims and charges and drops them. But it's already too late, because once they take you, you're already behind the squad car. You're already in handcuffs. They do their job. They process it. And Jay Majors he was booked and arrested. So there's that situation. You know, is it a cancel culture or a cancer culture? So, you know, um, I kind of wanted to give that take, and I know it's not going to be such a long stream today. We'll try to do it, within 2 hours. Maybe a little more, but I'm trying to make the shit at least within the 2 hour mark. It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of like just the way that it used to be is no more. Like the way that it was is no more. And certain things like this is going to constantly keep happening. And I'm not going to say that, hey, this hasn't happened before, because it's happened plenty of times before. I live in California, which it's one of those states where, it's just, I personally, if I'm telling people to not come to California, I'm not going to tell you not to show up and come to California. You can visit, you can tour, you can take a vacation if you want. But I personally wouldn't move here anymore. The tax sucks. The laws are dumb. Are there benefits as well as a citizen? Sure, but there's a reason why people want to move to Texas, Tennessee, um, Nevada, Arizona, even New Mexico, um, maybe Georgia. Like they want to live over there because it's more beneficial as a citizen, as a U.S. citizen, and things like this, man. It's like it's ridiculous. It's like, and the other states that I just named that are more beneficial. Who knows if you like? One of the things of law enforcement is they can still take you, especially if you're the dude, especially if you're the man. I don't want to make this a man and woman thing, but we gotta clearly put in the context because of the fact that he was the man, regardless of the fact that he was still innocent and didn't do anything, and this happens, you know, and it's just it's crazy, and before I keep going, I want to make sure I wanted to give a shout out just to anybody who's going to be watching this, who's currently watching this, who's going to make, you know, feel free to make any comments in the chat, any questions, comments, critiques, concerns, opinions, suggestions. I'm not above reproach. I know I've seen 2 viewers here. I don't care if it's 2 viewers, 20, 2,000. I appreciate any and everyone who comes through, taking the time out of your day to just show up here. Bless you. I appreciate you. I don't even call you guys fans. I call you supporters. At some point, it's like the family. I don't even say fandom. I say famdom with the M in the middle. Famdom. So I appreciate anybody and everybody who's gonna be here. You make sure you hit the like button. You turn on the notification bell. You share, subscribe, leave a comment. Like I said, for comments, critiques, criticisms, questions, opinions, suggestions, anything that you guys think of that maybe we can talk through. And I'll make sure I be posting like email as well, and any of the social media sites as well. But like I said, feel free to comment in the comment section currently right now. I'm also just waiting for my other co-host, Wally, because I know it's not his fault. It's like I just wanted to start earlier. I wanted to talk about this just because, like I said, I got a lot of respect for Jonathan Majors, what he's done, what he's been through. I know other panels, other chats, or I'm sorry, other channels. We're talking about him and a certain zesty, spicy photo shoot he had. Um, but I'm not here to talk about any of that kind of stuff. I'm just here to talk about, wrong is wrong, right is right. He was doing the right thing, and he was treated as if he did the wrong thing in that kind of way. And it's like I said, nothing new. It's been happening for decades, probably to maybe who guys who wanted to do the right thing who were taught and raised to do that, and it backfired on them. So that's basically what I want to talk about. Like I said, and I want to make sure I do this real correctly. Shout out to the people who are everyday grinding, who are trying to do it, just getting by, working. I don't care if you're an average Joe or average Jane. Shout out to y'all. You guys are grinders. Shout out to the genuine, good policemen, firefighters, paramedics, people in the ER. Shout out to the troops. Salute to the troops. Ones who protect and serve. Just like I'm a veteran myself, USMC. Shout out to JVJ. He served. Shout out to Mandrell. Shout out to What We Know Podcast. TJ. Shout out to, or I'm sorry, JT. Why did I say TJ? I'm thinking about Tijuana. Shout out to Tommy. Shout out to DL Saint. Shout out to probably Blanco's father. You know, he's serving right now. You know, probably Blanco likes to call himself, I'm a soldier for the streets. So he's a veteran over there. That's what he says. You know, and just like I said, shout out to Queen Smiley. You know, she served as well. Shout out to TJ Randolph. Shout out to Scam Likely. He served as well. Shout out to trying to make sure I get almost anybody and everybody. Oh, is it Melanie? Melanie Graham. I remember meeting her before on I think Conquer Network and Knowledge and Relationships. Shout out to any and everybody, man. Any and everybody. I know Jay Takashi, his father served in law enforcement. I don't know if he still does, but shout out Jay Takashi's father. You know, and like I said, much respect to anybody and everybody. And also condolences to what happened in Nashville. That was tragic. You know, it just sucks because you had 3 children, 3 teachers. That was crazy. That'll be another stream too. That'll probably be a pre-recorded or like a premiere type thing. So or maybe if not, we do a live panel. Who knows? It's crazy. A lot of things have been happening lately, and it's a lot. It's a lot to bear. You know, condolences against the fallen. And like I said too, you know, just keep running, keep pushing. Make sure you guys tune in Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Turn on the notification bell on the JVJ network to catch the weekly drop media with myself, ABM, and Wally for Wallyverse Media and Welltop Productions. You know, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Maybe anything from the Jonathan Majors or the crazy ex-girlfriend or this cancel culture, or in this case the cancer culture, and the Marvel fans trying to turn their back and trying to strip Jonathan Majors and asked to be taken down. Like they requesting or demanded for him to be taken down. I'm like, no, like chill the f out. Like stay in your lane, relax, calm down. Like, have you ever done the proper homework? But no, people want to be in their feelings about it, and people want to be like either pander or virtue signal, whatever the hell that is. They want to do all that, but I can't rock with that. I don't respect that. You know, you lose my respect, and you were just a temporary supporter or fan because that was the wave, I think, and that's what you think you needed to do. But now you're thinking you have to do this to what? For what? I was like, it just clearly showed you had no logic in your head. So, you know, I'm, you know, and like I said, some people who may not like what I'm saying now, you know, my views may drop, my views may rise. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You gotta stand on your square for something, what you mean, what you represent. You know, so like I said, I support him. I got his back. There was really no, from the evidence that was shown, or at the moment when they arrived on the scene, it didn't seem like he was the one causing any abuse towards her. It was mostly seemed like she was the one abusing herself and abusing him. But nobody wants to talk about that, right? Nobody wants to talk about that. It's unfortunate. And like I said, it's like, come on, like, how much more needs to be happen? How much more needs to be done? Like, I'm not saying I'm not saying that Jonathan Majors is a saint. He probably has done some good and stuff, or bad stuff, whatever he's proud of. But this isn't one of those moments where he did anything bad. Yeah, people still want to treat like he did something. So make that make sense. Just make that make sense. You know. But just in the meantime, like I said, turn on the notification bell, hit the like button, share, subscribe, leave a comment, etc. Other than that, I want to give a quick shout out too. So let's talk with JVJ. I want to talk to Sports Talk with Rob. Shout out to Jay Takashi for his channel. He's been doing some great content over there. Uh, and we're gonna be doing more content over there as well, just like on this channel on the JVJ network. Me and Welltop Productions, Wallyverse Media, we got some stuff lined up for you guys to present to you, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna love it. You know, it's gonna be anything from movies, reviews, uh, anything like trending, triggering. Sometimes it could be sometimes a passionate, heated conversations, or overall you as the person consuming it in. Depends where your stance is at. You know, it may be a good thing, bad thing. You may feel certain ways about it, but think about it too. You know, like I said, it could be sports, movies, shows, reviews, something trending, triggering. You know, what's currently in like on the big news. It could be something financial, business wise. It could be something happening in the marketing world. You never know. It's a plethora of things because the reason why this channel right now at the moment we're doing certain ways is because we don't want to just be one type of pathway, one road leaning. We want to be multifaceted and make sure we have a vast majority of vast options and vast lanes we can enter through. Gaming, um, it could be about like I don't know, like other content creators maybe. It could be about business, etc. And we want to have just conversations too, man. Yeah, we can react to things as well. We can do the reactions, but it's also having the conversation and breaking things down. So, we're also giving our perspective or our spin on it as well. Um, yeah, man. And like I said, shout out to like the Great Pill Podcast. Shout out to Knowledge and Relationships. Shout out to CBN's Tech Talks. Shout out to Papi Blanco TV. Shout out to the 5100 Podcast with CJ and Testify. Uh, Shout out to uh, just shout out to BMU. Shout out to Shawnee and Dante. I know, my bad. I apologize. I couldn't reach your guys' sports show. I still be watching sometimes the back end. I used to come up there, bro. I'll make my rounds too with some people because I know I just been taking care of things in the outside world. And shout out to Hank the Basement. He was live. I don't know if he still is, but he was live before I went live over here. I know. Like shout out to Mandrell and Shushu. I know they have their show on Apologetic on the BMU network. Shout out to Sir Hill Speak. Shout out to Unsolicited Security Boss. Shout out to Robbie Privileged. Shout out to Brother Clarence. Let's talk about Black Life. Let's talk. Shout out to Bolo TV. Shout out to shout out to the Village. Shout out to Mr. Best from the Intellectual Soapbox. Shout out to M3 from the TV Network and Knowledge and Relationships. They both do great content over there. And yes, I do moderate over there. So you'll see me in the chat. Every now and then you see me in the panel, depending on the subject or topic, or if they invite me, depending what it is. And what else? Who else? I want to make sure I get everybody. Oh, Smitty's Corner, Alexis from Texas, PA Texas, Op from the Norm 18, Death Note, Red Illusion. Who else? I want to make sure I'm trying to get as many people as I can. Oh yeah, the World Class, Mr. Bennett, Paul Bennett, who had a great interview as well on Jay Takashi's channel. I want to make sure I'm trying to get as many people as I can. Little Peens podcast. I see a little podcast network. The porch session with Uncle Tom, Kai's Customs Designs. AKA Mr. Tom, I think. And then shout out to Truth and Purpose Network, TAPN. Shout out to him. Shout out to LA Wilkes. Shout out to Blacks Who Defy. Shout out to Mayo Monkey. Shout out to who else? Oh, Fighter Complex #7. Just shout out to like a whole bunch of people, man. Shout out to Yella from Yellow Pill Coffee Company. Get your coffee. Who else? Oh yeah. I think for now I can't. I'm trying to remember because there's a lot of people I met in these YouTube spaces that are pretty cool cats. Shout out to JP. Shout out to OG Patrice. Shout out to the real Nathan Daly. Shout out to else? Who else? I'm trying to make sure I just get everybody. Remember people that I'm trying to do as many as I can. Who else? Who else? I think for now that's it so far. Oh, Wes. Shout out to Wes, man. He knows who he is. He's in the military as well. He was in the Marine Corps for several years. He's a well respected guy in the YouTube shoots I met here as well. Just like everybody I named so far. Uncle Rico or Rico Young. And like Tristan Draper, who by the way just recently got engaged as well. And I think he's bound to get married at this point already because he's clearly engaged. Congratulations to you and Mrs. Tristan Draper for the engagement. The Food Channel. Ricky Williams, boxing. They liars. They liars. That's his catchphrase. And the bumper sticker. Red Lipstick Vibes. Come on, baby. Okay. Shout out to Louisiana. Red Lipstick Vibes has great dope content. I think right now for like the moment. Oh yeah, like I said, Tommy B. Jay Ali. Lou the legend. Shout out to Lou, my Brazilian brother. Fatty, the Portuguese pirate brother. I don't know who else, man. I don't know. I hope, and I'm hoping everybody can hear me fine. I'm hoping. Let me know if you guys can hear me fine. Put a 1 in the chat if you can. And if you can, I understand. Yeah, I'm just currently waiting for my co-host as well to pop up. I know it's already been like a half hour or so. And I just want people to understand, like, this is something like that gets looked over, and it's quick for people want to do and make extra damage or additional damage and stuff, but you just got to look at the facts and you got to look at the actual details because context matters, right? And you can't just be so close-minded to think, oh, it's an absolute, so that he must have done this, he had to have done this, or she had to do this, and like, no, it's like innocent until proven guilty, and he wasn't even guilty of anything at all. It should be the other way around, but clearly, for one, she's either mentally not well or she just doesn't want to have accountability. And once she took back and recanted, she knew she messed up, and at least she had the stones for that. But then again, it's like, why put him in that position in the first place? So, but in the meantime, I don't know. Just in the meantime, just be aware who you surround yourself around. Vet people who you're around, and be careful who you tend to call and give titles to. Be careful, and there's people that I understand their plight and the reason why they can't trust the system. I don't always trust the system. I second guess and triple guess and double check and triple check. Certain people, positions, what they do, what their title is, as far as maybe it could be a cop or a lawyer or the rules and the laws where you live in your state, stuff like that, and record everything. You got to record everything. We live in the day and age now where it's not just, hey, they can't take you at your word, that you gotta show video and audio proof. And he's just gonna. When you make it to a certain echelon of a status. I know it's the YouTube talking points. When you make it to the upper echelon of a status of the 1%ers of that type of lifestyle, and that you're that person that carries that type of, like I said, status and that position. It could be an actor, an athlete, any other type of profession where you're considered that quote unquote celebrity status. You're gonna have to move in a more careful way. And I just think I just I don't know, man. It's like where do we go from here? I just gave you certain reasons of what to do after. I'm not saying my words are the gospel. My words are not like, hey, this is the how-to step, but at least with certain things I gave out, and from my opinion, from my perspective, they can mitigate the risk. Uh, and hopefully people will heed this kind of stuff. Like it's been said before, and even what I just said earlier could be a cliche, whether it's in these YouTube streets or in real life, or just sitting on the porch, talking with somebody, talking with either your a friend, an uncle, or a godfather, your grandfather, or just your friends chopping it up, or just talking with your kids. It's like something serious, man. It's like protect yourselves at all times. Because think about it, if it happens to a celebrity, imagine even more the numbers of the average person, the general average person across the country. So think about that kind of stuff. But but yeah, you know, I don't know, I think I see a comment right now. Let me see real quick. Oh, shout out to DoNN GQ. Yeah, man, shout out to DoNN GQ. He's one of the day one guys I knew when I started the YouTube streets not so long ago. I kind of recently started maybe like about 2 years ago or so, maybe less. And I think after within like my first year, I met Don. Uh, and congratulations to Don because he broke. I think he's like over 60,000 subscribers at least. Congratulations to you, Don. Happy for you, proud for you. Hey Don, but let me know though, because I want to make sure I put in the I want to make sure I drop the StreamYard link too, just in case people want to come up. It's not going to be a super long stream, but it's going to be a little decent sized one. Um, and I want to get people's perspectives. And if you don't want to come up, I understand. You don't have to. You don't even have to cam up, but you just got to make sure you flash in the back. Give me a sign, and I'll type in the private chat once you're in the back. But um, give me a quick second. But yeah, everybody, go make sure you subscribe to Don. Hit the notification bell, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on Don. He's a really cool guy, very respectful guy. I always respected my elders, and he got a good stance, man. His perspective, he stands on what he believes in. I got a lot of respect for him. He's a cool dude. He's a multifaceted dude too. So he doesn't just have one channel. He has a plethora of different styles of channels of different things. One of the things was he was auditing before for First Amendment auditors. I think he has a cooking channel. There's another channel where he does, I believe, can't remember what the other one was. And then I think one of his main channels was just like a radio type channel, just talking or just having like certain, subjects. Yeah, my bad. You know what I mean? Elder, man. I mean OG. So I mean more of OG when I say it kind of like that. That's what I mean when I say elder. He says, "Laugh my ass off." Yeah, man. Yeah. Like I said, I put the streamer link there. So if anybody Don or anybody coming in, anybody watching, um, shout out to all y'all. Um, it's crazy some of the things that have like I said, the day and age now what we live in, it's crazy, especially with the recent news what's been happening. Uh, and I don't want to shift too much from the topic, but what do you guys think so far? Marvel fans that asked the man for JVJ to sit down as King the Conqueror from the MCU, cancel culture or cancer culture. You got the crazy ex-government cancer claims charges after JVJ was already booked and arrested. Basically from the first one I was saying was Jonathan Majors, the concerned boyfriend star / citizen, and doing that backfire for him. Uh, so let me know. Let me know. Um, yeah, man. And then like I said, other content creators and other YouTube channels have done it where they've covered this story. And like sometimes I tend to wait a little bit, and some other channels did a little, but I just wanted to make sure because when I saw it, like I think I saw was it Sunday? I believe it was like Sunday when I saw that come up, and I'm like, no. I was like, What a coincidence! Right when a person is on the up and up, on his hype, on everything, and all of a sudden this kind of stuff happens. It's like, you know, too good to be true. Sometimes it's like, and when I say that, I don't mean he actually did anything. Like I said, I never said it from the beginning of this thing. You know, I don't believe he didn't do anything. And everything, and if anything, he claimed what he did, and he called the police to try to help his girl at the time. You know, if I was him now, I wouldn't be with her at all. Cause hell no, hell no. Why would I be with somebody like that? They know that they can just, for one, if they really are into mental health issues, I don't know. It's like, I get it. One thing is to have compassion and empathy, which I do, but not at the cost of my life and freedom. I learned that before, and I've seen other people go through way, way worse than I have for having that kind of emotional sensibility. Went through the gutter. Went through the gutter. And like I said, man, other people were talking about the just pearly thing too. I kind of gave my stance on another channel yesterday on their platform on Let's Talk the Better Black Life, and that stuff right there was interesting, but some people get a little too comfortable sometimes. I'm not saying you have a right to say what you want to say, but you also got to think and read the room sometimes. It's like not about being politically correct, but it's just you have so much good things going for you, and you either get too comfortable or too cocky or think you're untouchable. And clearly, if King the Conqueror isn't untouchable over here, Creed 3, Lovecraft Country, if he ain't, what makes you think you won't be? But at the same time, people will have they'll pick their sides. It's like the LeBron MJ type of debate, or the Tom Brady and Joe Montana, or Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes type stuff. It's just I really want to see the faces of those people, or at least I want to see what they say now. Those Marvel quote unquote alleged supporters and fans who were originally there, hyped up and happy for Jonathan Majors and liking his character and the way he was portraying King the Conqueror, and now all of a sudden they turn their back like that and just switch and do a 180. The ones that did do that, it's just, what are you gonna say now? Like, no, stay over there. Sometimes at that moment, you made your choice. You showed your colors. You showed your colors. So what? Uh, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm still I still think, I don't think, from going forward with this though, I I don't think Marvel will do anything like that to have him step down, especially with the fact that the representatives that are representing Jonathan Majors, no pun intended, um, I think they already did. I think one was like either an agent and a lawyer or manager. I believe they also said that too. Like, don't worry, he'll be free. He's like, all the claims are actually false. What's happening? So, you know, that's the good thing. At least, like I said earlier, about when you make the phone call, when you're making a report to 911, they're automatically going to record everything. So it's in the system right there. Um, but and hopefully there's actually some more video evidence and maybe some more audio evidence as well from maybe on his property, wherever he has it, wherever they were at. Um, um, we'll make sure we do that, because now a person that does the right thing, now they got to feel like they got to walk on eggshells sometimes. I'm not saying he actually is feeling that, but there are some people who will literally go through that motion of, hey, even when I was doing the right thing, now I got to worry about, I can't even do that anymore as far as call for help. So, and the only thing of that I can see on his side too that can help out Jonathan Majors more is the fact that he has the economic sustainability and the safety net of his income. That's a good thing too about it on his stance. Uh, And like Hank the Basement says, protect yourselves at all times. You got to. You just got to. Um, what else? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Other than that, though, but these YouTube streets have been a little crazy as well. You know, I know I'm kind of going in between the Jonathan Majors thing, but I just wanted to like also talk about some of the stuff that I've been seeing on these YouTube streets. Some of this stuff has been kind of like, I get it. People are gonna find a way to eat. You know, people are reacting to another person, or people are reacting to what they said. People are reacting to a reaction channel, and it's like it's interesting. Or other content creators. That's all. That's something that I've come to realize and take notes, even throughout my time, even before I got in these StreamYard streets a couple years ago on YouTube, even before I came over to this side, because it just started popping up in my news feed. It was very interesting. And it's interesting how like people, the people that know that know what they're doing as far as from a capitalistic standpoint, from a shock jock standpoint, from a clickbait, you know, which is smart. Like I said, I'm not hating that. I'm not by any means am I hating on that at all. I'm always been a fan of a person that they find a way for being creative, find a way to be creative in a way where they can push themselves to gain it. But at the same time, the only thing that I do give a pushback from a moralistic standpoint, that's different, right? Moralistically, from a standpoint is different from a business standpoint or from a raw strategy standpoint. Now, the only time where sometimes people will get involved is the moral value and how you do it. You know, it's either you can build your friends up, or those people that are your business partners, that are your friends as well, or your acquaintances, you end up running them over. You know, I think that's where it's business is savage, and just like these YouTube streets can be savage, because I've seen everything and anything of people doxing each other, getting the information, threats, idle threats, you know, allegedly, hypothetically, right? You gotta like that word, because even Joe Rogan said it. You gotta like that word allegedly, right? Because he had Jorge Masvidal on there when they're talking about the Colby Covington thing. And you know, it's interesting how some people will do it for the drop of a dime and a buck. So, you know, but I want to make sure, like I said, the StreamYard link is there. Whether you're on the JVJ network or on Let's Talk with JVJ, you make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment for critiques, criticisms, suggestions, questions, opinions, or anything else that you want to talk about. Make sure that you subscribe to both channels, though. All right, because there's great content and stuff. You got great shows. And in the meantime, we'll do a little intermission in the middle. Make sure we do give you a little broadcast commercial.
Perfect.
Shout out to Wally, my other one half co-host of this show of the Weekly Drop Media, and he coming from Welltop Productions and Wallyverse Media. Wally, right before you give a little outro, or I'm sorry, your little intro, I wanted to make sure I wanted to show people just a couple other commercial, other broadcasting we had other on the JVJ network. Right now, I'm just gonna be showing them J Talk Sports intro. was the J Talk Sports Talk with Rob segment of that show that is also scheduled on the JVJ network and can be simultaneously streaming as well with Let's Talk with JVJ. Also, we also have Op from the Norm in his show as well. Op from the Norm 18. Give a little short intro about his as well. Check it out. And last but not least, like I said, subscribe, hit the notification bell. On your way in or on your way out. All right, Wally. What's up? Welcome, my other co-host for the Weekly Drop Media. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here.
All right, what it is, good people. Welcome to the Weekly Drop Media. Y'all already know what time it is. It is the Wednesday Night Delight. Y'all already know. Well, as Mark has already probably explained to every last one of y'all, that we're talking about the Jonathan Majors news and issues that are out there today. Well, I've been out there for like a couple of days or so, maybe even a week. But real quick, let me do some home cleaning real quick. Y'all already know the time it is. The Weekly Drop Media every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. I believe is Pacific. But yeah. Also, to throw this out there for you guys, also, if you're wondering why there was no live stream for Tuesday as far as the Sports Talk with Rob, yeah, real quick, you guys, look, keep robbing your good prayers. His aunt was not feeling well, so he was checking on his family. So you know what? Make sure y'all give y'all make sure y'all keep Rob's aunt in y'all prayers if y'all do believe, or just give him good favor. So real fast. So yeah, so that live was not done this week for that reason alone. Other than that, you guys look. So let's get into it. I know I'm late. Sadly enough, the stream had to be started early for I don't know what would be reason for, but it had to be started early, and
yeah, my bad. Well, I let them know. I let them know that it was me who wanted to start it early. Nothing on you. I just had to get some stuff. I had to get out of my chest when it comes to this topic, just because like all the stuff's been happening in these YouTube streets, outside world, real world, and then just this right here was important to talk about. But like I let them know though, it was nothing on you. Just wanted to talk about it, bring it up. Just thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that's been coming on the way in too to watch this on the replay or coming into during the live. Like I said, I already posted the StreamYard link. Go ahead, Wally. I didn't mean to keep you up. Go for it.
Right. Well, hold on a moment. So since that was started 30 minutes before our actual show, I know most of you guys won't be here at this point in time. So hey, it is what it is. Hopefully you guys watching the back scenes. Let me at least share a video so you can get a good insight of what's going on with your boy Jonathan Majors. All right, let's go. Hold on, let me a moment.
Breaking news overnight, and Creed 3 actor Jonathan Majors arrested on an assault charge here in New York City over an alleged domestic dispute. A rep for the actor saying he's done, quote, nothing wrong. ABC's Jacqueline Lee is here with the latest. And Jacqueline, his team saying they're looking to clear his name.
That's right, Janae. Good morning. Hollywood actor Jonathan Majors.
Well, you know how this goes, right? Oh, domestic violence. Another man doing harm to another woman. We all know how this goes. We all know how this goes.
Majors facing some very serious allegations. The 33-year-old was arrested in New York City Saturday morning, charged with strangulation, assault, and harassment after an alleged domestic dispute with a 30-year-old woman.
Charged. Let's look at the charges. Oh my goodness. Sweet mercy. With assault, harassment. Oh my goodness. This is what we're gonna go with. This is what we're gonna go with, right? This is the charge that they're saying that he is literally to blame for. These are the charges. These are the charges. But he said that he did nothing. To possibly do something, you have some type of physical allocation. And he said he did nothing. Let's keep going.
His representative denying the accusations, saying in a statement, he has done nothing wrong. We look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up. Majors is known for his high-profile work on the big and small screen, with credits including Creed 3, Ant-Man, and the Wasp. In a statement to the Associated Press, police say Majors was no longer in custody as of Saturday night. As for the condition.
Now, just to add, conflict to insult to conflicts, well, I know I said that wrong, but just that insult to injury, that's the correct term. You know what's funny? He's the one that actually called the cops, and they arrest him. What that called it, as far as speculation say, he's the one that called the cops, but yet they arrest him, and he didn't do nothing. Ain't this something? Think about that.
Believe me, I was saying that for the first like 45 minutes of this stream, just like the guy, like I said, that's the reason why I made this banner right here. The concerned boyfriend / star / citizen just backfired on him. Backfired on him. And like I said, he was the one who reported it. And like I said earlier, when you do a report, when you call 911, what do? Those calls are recorded. Those reports are recorded. So, egg on your face for all those people, like I said, that turned their back on him. All those Marvel supporters and fans that some of them, for the ones that turned their back on him and said, hey, step down and don't be Kang the Conqueror anymore. They're demanding or whatever for him to be, canceled. And they didn't even do their facts and their homework right. So go ahead, continue.
Condition of the woman he allegedly assaulted. Police say she sustained minor injuries to her head and neck and was taken to the hospital.
Well, hey there, G.
Now, pause right there. Now, technically, so what they're saying is, right, so the injuries that she was served was towards her head and her neck. Now, because of these injuries, they believe this is where the quote-unquote that he did some domestic violence. He did some actions. He physically abused her in some sensible ways, right? Because now she has issues and pain around the head and the neck. That's what they say. That's what they say.
GMA fans, Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our
All right. They ain't nothing to say. They ain't nothing to say. All right, let me put that back. They ain't nothing to say. They ain't nothing to say. But look, I just find this hilarious, right? It's just, it's so funny, right? It's so funny how this thing goes. No matter what, there's something there ready to beat you down and get you caught up for nothing. For nothing.
He started.
It's amazing. But hold on, we about to get you another video real quick, and then we'll move on to the show as keep going. So let's go with this one.
Creed 3 and the latest Marvel movie. But over the weekend, actor Jonathan Majors was charged with assault after a 30-year-old woman told cops he attacked her. So
the 30-year-old woman was the one that attacked her. But my thing is this. Like we said before, allegedly, he's the one that called the cops. He's the one that called the cops. Why would he call the cops for? And then for it to only be turned on to him. Makes no sense.
Reports Majors says he's innocent.
Actor Jonathan Majors is speaking out today after his arrest for allegedly injuring his girlfriend during a domestic violence incident.
And now they finally sit here and say, except the woman, it's actually his girlfriend. Okay, now, y'all can't even get y'all facts straight.
His attorney says, we are quickly gathering evidence with the expectation that all charges will be dropped. Police.
You better hope they'll be dropped, because personally, all this is just doing is damaging his image.
Jonathan Majors called 911 himself from an apartment.
Hello, no more. Hello, there you go. There you go. There you go. No more. Now it's proven. It's proven. He called it himself.
Here in the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan, he reportedly told police that his girlfriend was having an emotional crisis. But when
Really? Really? I was having an emotional crisis. So the charge of domestic violence was, quote unquote, an attack or a bruise of injury towards the neck and the head, but then yet you're just having an emotional crisis. Please weigh the two of how this is.
When cops arrived, she told them a different story.
Oh, ain't that some shit?
Claiming that he struck her during a taxi cab ride after she grabbed for his phone to read a text message sent to him by another woman.
Wow. Sorry, guys. Oh, wow. I just realized this. I just had this off camera. Oh my goodness. So let me draw it back. Let me draw this back. But I find it funny. So all of this was because of jealousy. Jealousy, really? Like, this is what we're gonna go with? Jealousy is the reason why this happened? Really? Because of a simple another female text his phone? I mean, if that's the case, we may as well have context of what the text was about. Because this is just buffoonery at this point.
Arrived, she told them a different story, claiming that he struck her during a taxi cab ride after she grabbed for his phone.
Now, see, this is when you played yourself. You got struck during a taxi cab ride. If that was the case, why didn't the taxi driver call the police? Make that make sense. You got struck during a taxi drive ride, but yet no one, the cab driver did not call the police. He didn't do nothing about this. He didn't do nothing. Yet magically, he struck you while y'all were taking a ride in the cab? Really? Man, come on, bro. Come on. See, this goes to show you, police cops, y'all don't really have no brains. If someone told you, we got called that there was a disturbance, but the caller was the person that is being perpetrated as being the abuser. Yet magically, you're going to sit here and tell me on your side of the story that you were attacked while being in a taxi driver car. So can I ask you one question? Why didn't the cab driver not call us, but he did? Man, miss me with it.
To read a text message sent to him by another woman. She allegedly had a cut behind her ear and bruises on her face and neck. But his attorney said...
Hold on, let me hear that one more time. Because I swear I heard allegedly.
Cut behind her ear.
Okay, hold on. Let me back that up.
Message sent to him by another woman. She allegedly had a cut
there it is. Thank you.
Behind her ear and bruises on her face and neck. But his attorney says the woman has recanted the allegations.
And last time I checked, who's this woman again? His girlfriend? But hey, you can't make this up. You can't.
And there is video from the vehicle where the alleged assault happened, proving his innocence. The accuser has not been identified, but Majors...
There we go. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. Another black man attacked for a white man's issue. Another black man attacked because of a white woman. And then, you know what they're gonna say. You know what they're gonna say. There he goes. There goes that black man. Yeah, you thought they were better than us, but look at it now. Look at you now. Look at you now. She's trying to lie on you, throw you under the bus. It don't matter who the hell it is. Y'all will throw us under the bus no matter what. It don't matter which woman it is.
is reportedly dating Grace Jabari, a dancer
Ew.
and actress.
Jonathan Majors!
The charges could not come at a worse time for Majors. 2023 is his breakthrough year. He is starring in 2 blockbusters, Creed 3
You don't remember me, huh?
and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. He was also an Oscar presenter with Michael B. Jordan. Who could have imagined he would be arrested just 2 weeks later?
Who could imagine? But we all know this is how it all works. Reach to the stars, reach to the top, then magically somebody wear out of pocket. Destroy your name, destroy your name, destroy your freaking name. God damn it. All because of someone sent him a text message. Now I would have to basically just have to ask what that text message was. Because for you to get a text message, not knowing that you didn't even see it or not, it better be something highly egregious for you to do that to him because of a text message. For a simple fact that it was a woman that texted. And you're just the girlfriend? I mean, even if girlfriend not.
Was.
I
Not no more.
don't give it don't matter. Either which way. I still laugh at this shit. I still laugh at all this. This is amazing. This is downright amazing. But hey, this is the game right here, right? This is the delusion. This is the delusion. But see, let's start from here, right here, right? Let's go back. Let's dial it back a little bit, like I was talking about before, right? See, this is how we know that we need to truly, and I mean truly, reevaluate who do we have as our police officers. Because you cannot tell me, if someone would have told you that buffoonery of a lie, that makes perfect sense to lock him up. That's stupid. Like, that's downright stupid. I can't sit there and say, the person that called us was a man, and the only man that is here before us, especially based upon the report, is from none other than Jonathan Majors himself, that you're getting the call from, even the phone number from, guaranteedly, and then yet magically, he's calling for this issue that's going on here, only to now get into an altercation where he is being charged for domestic violence, all for the simple fact that she told you guys that she was hurt, attacked, and abused, supposedly, in the cab seat, in the cab driver car. Yet magically, the cab driver did not call you guys. It was him. Again, make the story make fucking sense. Make the story make sense. Please do. Please. For the police officers that locked this, that gave him the handcuffs, please make it make sense of why y'all charge him over. Why y'all charge him? Why? Just why? Please make it clear.
And I kind of like I said, that's the question that's the people that don't really know how the process goes and how the situation runs, because when you call law enforcement, they're there to uphold the law. They're there to, there's like a standard procedure, right? Like that's what they call it, procedure and protocol, and those are just kind of like the bylaws within your state. But because you're considered the man, you're considered the more stronger hand. You're considered the more physically, you can be the more physically dominant specimen.
If that's the case, can we technically sit here and say the cops do not act on logic then?
Well, like to them, and but like I said too, it's like, and at this point,
answer straight, yes or no. Do they act on logic, yes or no?
In the case, it depends, case to case. If I'm gonna answer, that depends.
No, it don't depend. Logic is logic. Are they acting on logic based upon the crime?
Yeah, but like I said, if it's procedure,
you're neglecting, sir.
No,
yes
but
no?
If it's procedure is logic, they're doing their thing, which is the logical thing, was the procedure. Yes, if they're going by procedure, yes. As much as I hate to say it, it's procedure, it's logic.
Okay, and yet procedure, right? Now, what is based
Yes.
upon procedure? When you say procedure,
And the laws.
pause. When you say procedure and laws, either which way, right?
Right.
So what is it? You basically would go to the person, right? You would
Mhm.
talk to the people, and you would ask what's going on here, correct?
Yeah, you ask the details.
Mm-hmm. Now, based upon the details, you hear the man's side of the story and you hear the woman's side of the story.
Mhm.
So again, based upon what you just said, law and procedure, based upon
Yes.
that report from both men and women, based upon that report, was it logical?
In my opinion, as far as from what the report is, no, because they didn't follow the report.
Then that's what I'm
But as
saying.
far but as far as what happens when it comes to domestic dispute and violence, because one of my or one of my backgrounds, or at least knowledge of it, what I know from my experience, that's just how it is when the cops show up and there's a man and a woman involved in a domestic dispute, regardless of the man is innocent or guilty, regardless of the woman is innocent or guilty, the guy has to be the one to leave the property, leave the premises.
Okay, he
He's
can
the one to
leave,
be escorted.
but that's
But hold on. But by no definition do I think that's fair or right. I get it. The world is unfair and messed up.
I mean,
That
no,
is
there's a
that and no.
difference.
Well, but like I said, I don't want people to twist it up or twist what the hell I'm saying or understand
Well,
where
I'm
I'm
not
coming
twisting what
from.
you're saying. What I'm saying
No,
is,
I just want.
if
But
you're
I,
saying
like,
that he has to leave, fine, by all means leave. But my thing is, there's a difference between leaving at peace and then being locked up. That's what I'm saying.
no, but like I said too, though, like I said, do I think originally she needs to, like, if a woman is the aggressor, regardless if the man is there or not, she needs to be booked, not him, because especially if it's a mental health issue, they put you on a 72-hour hold, depending if you want to injure yourself, injure someone else, and you're like trying to threaten your own life or threaten someone else's life, or if it's just like a mental, those kind of like severe scenarios of a mental health issue and patient, and it's a call because of it, they'll sometimes hold you between 2 to 3 days. Usually it's like a mandatory 72-hour hold in California. Like I said, when that happens, they basically ask the man, whether you're the victim or the aggressor, leave the property or we escort you, we take you. And that tends to happen sometimes. And unfortunately, like I said, I already broke it down earlier, and that's the unfortunate thing. Now, when it comes to procedure, that is where the cops are doing it from the logical standpoint. Now, from the overall details and morals of it, it's messed up. I don't think that's where they're logically when it comes to the morals of it. But like I said, morals can conflate with feelings, and morals conflict with justice and stuff like that. Is, like I said, it's not right. And I was also calling out the Marvel fans, like the Marvel fans who are ready to crucify and cancel culture, which I call cancer culture. Like, that was my issue as well. My issue was those people that were rooting for Jonathan Majors, for those who turned their back on him and wanted to say, you got to step down and you got to, we want him to drop off as king, and we're demanding like a petition or something like that to get rid of Jonathan Majors. Like, oh, it was like, but I told, like, but none of you guys want to do your homework or wait for more time to come out. Like why jump the gun so fast? I was like, you have nothing better to do, or is it because he's winning and you're not? It's because he's winning and you're not. Is that why? He has everything going for him. And even when the person trying to do the right thing or the concerned thing, as either you're a boyfriend, friend, family, relative, whatever, that's gonna happen. That's unfortunate, because now you understand why people don't want to call the police or don't want to involve outside help and outside resources, because of stuff like this. But like I said, man, like I said, like, it's wrong on that part. But as far as what the cops had, as far as with on their end to cover their asses, that's just what they got to do. And that's just how certain states and bylaws and policies are just, they're handed. That's just what they got to do, and that's what they're taught. So they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. Jonathan Majors was damned if he do, and he's damned if he doesn't. And the woman, like I said, it's kind of like that same thing where there was a woman who had imprisoned a guy who was going to go to the NFL draft. I think his name was Sean Sean Oakwood or something like that. Guy was built like a Madden NFL player, 99 overall rating. Pause, right? But he goes to prison, and she admits that she lied and she made everything up. He lost he lost years. He lost a couple years, and he lost the projection to be a first-round draft pick in the NFL. And I don't know if he's trying to make it back, but you know that's gone. You know, he had to go through prison and for the accusation that I think it was like false grape charges or something like that, or false SM or SA type stuff. And you know, you're going into this right now. It's like, you know, just imagine like Wally. Just imagine like I was telling them. Some of these guys, they have a financial safety net. They have the income, right, to back themselves up and hire a private lawyer. But the average Joe doesn't. Now think about that. See, if a 1%er can go through this, think about the average guy who has to go through this, or the average person in general, not just a guy. But in this moment, because it happened to a dude, we're talking about Jonathan Majors.
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
It's messed up, man. It's messed up. Like the rules don't. And like I said, I don't agree with the rules and laws that are set in place as far as what it is. I don't, by any means necessary. By any means necessary, do I agree with any of the stuff that, you know. And like I said, shout out and appreciate Don. Get them likes up, people hit the cash. You know, shout out to Don. Yeah, man. But tell us what you guys think. I know we got a couple more people coming in. I appreciate y'all. Make sure, like I said, hit the notification bell, turn on the notification bell, hit the like button, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Like I said, please put in the comment section what you guys think. The StreamYard link is there. If you guys got some time, if you guys want to come in and chime in, just make sure in the back you hit a peace sign and you make sure you type in the chat. We'll type in the chat and we'll give you another command just so we can verify who you guys are real quick, just because certain things have happened, just protection, safety, security reasons. If you're from the Let's Talk JVJ out on that side, hit the link. If you're on the JVJ network, let us know. Like I said, I am ABM. My other co-host, Top Productions, Wallyverse Media, aka Wally himself. You know, but what do you guys think so far? Like I said, we talked about the Jonathan Majors incident, the cancel culture, the crazy at the time girlfriend. Now it's the ex-girlfriend recanting her ex-girlfriend, the cancer culture, the Marvel fans, and just Jonathan Majors being the concerned citizen and boyfriend. So, you know, what do you guys think so far?
Welcome, my third host.
What's up, Jay Takashi from the Jay Takashi channel? Shout out to you, bro.
And the Heat lost again. What's up?
Oh man,
I told you they.
Sorry about that.
No, don't apologize to me. They gotta apologize to me. You
man.
owe me no apology. And plus, I was sorry about that, guy. Sorry I was late, guys. I was uploading a video for tomorrow. Like I said, the uploading pre-recorded game is all the rage nowadays. But that's the formula we're going with this channel. Well, not this channel I'm on right now. My channel. Wally, it was so Wally, we're uploading our reaction to the anime that's coming out. So it's 47 minutes, guys. Be sure to check that out. It'll be tomorrow, 2 p.m. the afternoon Eastern time. Check it out if you're into that stuff. Well, me and Wally think, pretty much.
Yeah, man. Because
I'm an anime connoisseur, so I just want to let y'all know that. But on to the topic, just a little shout out right there. This is just no different than the story of the boy who cried wolf. The difference is Jonathan Majors did cry wolf, and he was serious. He was telling the truth, and he ends up getting punished for it, which is stupid. But this is a society we live in nowadays where Duke and Carter Council, he gets arrested, which is stupid, personally, because we're in the era of believe all women, and that is bullshit. And I'm not one of those people that believe all women. I don't. This is like intermediate family, but even now I still have to know the details of everything now. Because both men and women lie, and I don't give a shit what anyone says. Can't be naive like that. But hold hopefully Jonathan Majors, things go right for him. He doesn't have any issues, and hopefully, like I said, because he's released now, if I'm not mistaken, based on what you guys said.
Yeah, he's released.
Yeah. I knew it was, well, first of all, I know it was bullshit. This is coming to the end of him, this being his year. Devotion, Creed 3, Kang, best man this year, and then try to shit on his name. And I'm like, it happens all the fucking time. Anytime a man comes up and a black man comes up, even Michael B was receiving criticism like about not a month ago, but like 3 weeks ago or whatever. And I'm just like, always trying to find a way to bring down the man who works his ass off. So nothing else I really have to say is just, hey man, this world is shit. They're just shitty people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all my thoughts.
Yeah, man. And I appreciate, because like me and Jay and I think Wally, we share a similar sentiment. Like I said, it's just some things people need to understand is not just so black and white; it's gray area in the middle, and unfortunately,
Yeah, I'll probably shout out about one of my songs, "Black and White" by Trust Company. I get people who understand what that lyrics actually particularly pertains to this situation, which I found funny. Yeah.
Hey, Jay, now that you're here, and I don't know if Wally wants to give his take as well, or if you guys want to comment on this, but what do you think about the Marvel fans who wanted to have him step down as Kang and demand and try to like a whole cancel culture against him? What do you guys think about how they wanted to and they didn't even do their old facts and they didn't do their homework to see what the actual details were of the incident?
They're a bunch of dumbass elitist douchebags. That's what they are. And they're stupid. And I do mean to assault them because they are very surface level is what they are. Because that's an example. You make up your mind before you assess all the fucking facts. And people like that are dangerous, stupid, and they have no mind of their own. They follow the bandwagon, the wave of cancel culture, and it's very unhealthy, not smart, and it just shows me that you have no mind of your own to come to conclusions when there's facts out there to be looked up, data, statistics, all that, and it just seems to be this apparent disease of stupidity they never got rid of when they're in high school. So that's what I think of it. I think they're stupid, and I think they were never loyal in the first place. If they get changed on a dime like that, then they're not loyal. What's the word? Loyal, faithful followers is what you would call them, or in this case, supporters. So, yeah, they're a bunch of amoebas. Wally, your turn.
My standpoint on it is real simple. A, do you get all the facts? No, you didn't get all the facts. B, it goes to show you that you ultimately didn't love his performance, so you what is the worst on him overall. And C, this goes to show you this is why certain people just need to shut the frick up and wait for everything to be called out. Now, if everything was called out, he got arrested, then of course, yeah, you would tell freaking Marvel to motherfucking recast freaking Kane the Conqueror because, of course, they're going to need to find someone else because he just got freaking arrested for domestic violence. It's common freaking sense. But that goes to show you how dumb people are because they don't have the common sense to realize that. But nonetheless, that's a society we're in now. But nonetheless, I mean, look, I just tell you right now, man, this is by far funny. This is by far funny. Just imagine in a world where we all know what it looks like for somebody to be treated wrong one way or the other, right? Like, we can even take this back even to school days. someone gets into a fight, we all know who did it, but we ain't gonna say nothing. But we all know who did it, right? We all can report. We all can say something. We all know who started the blow. We all know who pushed the blow or just started the altercation. But then magically, it's because of this. It makes no sense of whatsoever how we do these things, and then magically it comes out to what it is. But just because certain things happen, you think, oh, like for instance, this much of a big level explanation in Tootie, we have not seen no camera, no video evidence, no nothing. So how do we know for sure that he truly abused this woman? We don't. 2, they said that there was also injuries. Were they? In the report, were there injuries? Were there bloodly? Because they said there was supposedly an injury, supposedly a cut, not infinity. There was truly a cut, truly some harm. But of course, this is the attention spans of morons that don't like to freaking listen before actually making an assumption or a statement overall. You hear it and then you're like, wow, he got to be crucified. But you know that. But you know that what that tells me is that tells me that's a bunch of y'all motherfucking feminists, and as well as y'all motherfucking male feminists that ride with for feminism. Even though, let's be honest, I think we all, one way or another, well, I don't even give a freaking this one or two. It doesn't matter. Feminists is feminists for my freaking case. But for the fact that y'all mofos be riding that, that's the reason why. Y'all emotional ass Avengers, yes, I'm going to call y'all that. The emotional ass Avengers, y'all be crying so quick to the point that everyone did something and you don't even have the facts first. This is the same damn thing that motherfucking happened to what's his face? The act of Jack Sparrow.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, yep. Y'all all watched the same thing. Oh, he caused domestic violence. And guess what happened? They went to court, and guess what happened? The truth came out. Ain't that something? But now here it is, another man going through the same domestic violence case, and look what happened. A lie. All because he got a text message from a female. Make it make sense. That is dumb. But then here you guys are. Y'all know what happened to Johnny Depp. And now y'all see a black man like Jonathan Majors. Not trying to make this a race thing, but still, I just said it because I said it. And then y'all think it couldn't have been the same thing. It couldn't have been that, oh, she just lied on him, that's it. Again, context of all the situations matter. And last time I checked, if you're in a cab, why did the cab driver not call the police for your ad? Why did the cab driver just keep on going versus call the police and said that there was a situation between these two couples? Why did he not stay there and give his report and said that it was him and not you? Why? Because nothing freaking happened. But magically, once again, this is what happens to certain people. This is what happens to our society. They got you so mind swapped. The government got you so mind swapped. They force you to turn yourself on your own people. So now here comes the news. The news, they give you these perfect ass solutions. 9 out of 10, they probably already know what's going down, but they give you these bottom line solutions, milk the whole scenario, and then they get you in. And now here you are. You're wrong. You're absolutely freaking wrong. But hey, I'm sorry. I made an unchoice decision. Can you please forgive me? Fuck you. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Because it's funny today, man. It's just funny, man. This is our society. Can't even make a rational ad. Can't even make a rational behind statement, let alone just to wait for the whole thing to come out before you make your statement. You got to be fast with it. Make your predictions. Because you want to be known that I was right. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, I told y'all, man. I told y'all. Everyone else motherfucking want to wait. Exactly, because everyone didn't want to be stupid and motherfucking make a bold statement that didn't matter. Everyone didn't want to be wrong and then had it pushed back in their face and be like they were wrong. Yeah, it's so sad. It's a little great for what it is, man. I'm guessing someone else must have given you that link because I did not know how you got here. But hey, thanks for coming through, man. And if you want, come join the mess. I'm pretty sure you can see the StreamYard link in there. Come join the mess. Come join the fire and lit the mother love out of this. And also, please subscribe to the channel. My boy. Yo, what it is? Viven Israel. The champ is here. Let's get it on. Shalom, my brother. Shalom. But man, you know, I find this interesting, man. This is the world we come to, man. This is what we come to. Where people want to make these foolish behind mistakes. And they don't even have full context. But there's nothing more I can say. I mean, honestly, this is right now. This is all on y'all, man. Y'all can come hit that link. Y'all can come and join. Because at this point, I think this is very much bottomed down to the wayside. I know I'm late to the show, so of course I'm definitely gonna have to like do something of. I'll probably do like some editing version, maybe a short or either a video or some sorts, just to make sure you guys get a more in-depth context from what's going on, because this is some buffoonery at its finest. Like literally, it is really funny, but you know how it is, man. It's clown shit, right? It's clown stuff out here. It's clowning. But yeah, nonetheless, man. Nonetheless, look, if you guys want to come up, man, please do, man. Give y'all commentary on this, man. This is hilarious. This is hilarious, man. This is hilarious. Come on through. I know y'all just got in here, so y'all didn't get the full context, but look, it doesn't matter. Just come through, you know, ask your questions, and then we'll catch you up to speed on everything, and we have a conversation. And we just throw it up there, either which way. But yeah, I'm just not feeling it, man. I'm just not feeling it. There was a lot to be said about this overall. Like, not just looking at the situation at hand, but just looking at it from the choices that were made and the explanations that were stated, just for the simple fact that this was done. So, yeah. And for everybody that's on the back end, hopefully when you get a chance to watch this, hopefully you enjoy the video as much as possible. You like, you comment, you subscribe to everything, and also you give your comments on the show. We are not afraid of your criticism, so push it forward, right? Type in what you feel about the show, and make sure you give it a nice punch, because hey, we're here. We're gonna take it all. We're gonna take it all in, good, bad, somewhere in the middle. You know what it is. But look, you guys, I'll give it like a few minutes, because I already know if you guys don't want to come up and talk about this, give or take. I mean, hey, that's cool. But I think we give enough of everything we can really give out for this, for this situation at hand, because personally it is just downright, sad overall. But, we're going to speak on this, man. We're going to speak on this, because when it's wrong, we got to put out these facts out here, because with every evidence of stupidity that shows that men are supposedly being violent to women, we got to call it out. We got to call it out. Because we got to keep showing there's facts out here. Men don't be harassing these women. Don't be the best. I'm not saying that they don't do it. But when you think about everything that is uttered in the reports, it doesn't make sense until you hear the truth. And then now it makes perfect freaking sense. But yeah, I'm going to give it at least 5 more minutes. At least that.
Good, man.
And until then, look, we're going to be on our way, man. We're going to be on our way. So, if y'all need that context, hopefully you guys take your time to rewatch the show. I know it's like an hour, and it'll be an hour and 40 minutes, but yeah, just rewatch it and, get the feedback of what was going down and what was going on with Jonathan Majors. So yeah, but thank you all for being here. Thank you for bringing y'all support. Hopefully you guys can come back to the live again and rewatch the whole show, and then give y'all support that way. Because of course we also got to gain these hours. We're 1,000+ hours in, baby. We're 1,000+ hours in. So we need 3,000 more hours. So please help us get 3,000+ hours. Also, pass this along. If you know somebody that want to watch this, hear about this, pass this video along. So hopefully we can get more subscribers to the channel. Shout us out, give us some love. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's mostly it, man. I mean, that's mostly what I got to say about this topic. That's mostly everything I got to say about this topic. More. But let me look up something, and then I will try to see if we can probably speak on more of it. But just to give more context to it a little bit until the time being, because I don't want to just keep this dry.
Mm-hmm. About to sleep soon. Trash.
So hold on, let me. I'm gonna throw this little bit of article up in here just for a little bit, just to kill the time. So I don't want to just to keep this so dry up until 5 minutes later. But yeah, hold up. Ooh, okay, wait a minute. All right, what's going on, B Israel? What it is, man? Salute to you.
Yo, what's good?
Yo.
I missed the topic, man. I kind of caught the tail end of it. What we talking about?
So it's about Jonathan Majors. You know, the actor or Kang the Conqueror of Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he had a situation where he was charged with domestic violence against a 30-year-old woman, which was actually his girlfriend. And funny enough, the calling and everything else of that nature of the charges was false advertised.
Wow.
So basically what it was is on one of the videos that I showed earlier in the live was that they stated that basically they were in a cab, right? They was in a cab taxi, right? And they were the cab driver was driving them to a location. Funny enough, amongst them driving to that location, funny enough, driving that to a location, he basically picked up his phone out of his pocket, and then eventually there was a text. The text was from a female, so which caused her to react the way she did, because there was a text from a female. Even though we don't know the context of what was the problem with that, but nonetheless, she acted out of pocket because of that.
Wait a minute. I think I heard this video.
Yeah.
So wait, the mom was there?
The mom? No, not the mom. No, the mom.
Oh, and then she shot the dude?
Oh no! That's not it. That's not it.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I know who you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
No, that's not it.
No, it's not that one, brother.
That's another topic. But nah. Hold on. Let me at least give you a video. I'll bring up the video so it makes it easier.
Cause that shit was wild. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that was crazy. I ain't gonna flex with you.
But it's so funny, right, that you're telling this story, and all of these stories start out the same way.
Right.
Who said they all start out the same way?
I swear to God, his story, like, until the point where, like I said, it's the mom there. It was the same story.
Right.
It's always she trying to take his phone because of a text message,
Right. Okay, hold on. Let me get this up here. So you can get.
That does happen.
Well, why women don't realize that that's a federal crime? You can't take somebody's phone from them.
Right. I don't think so. She took the phone, but she more so she basically saw it in his hand, and then she noticed that it was from a female.
Yeah, it's amazing how they always can see that, right?
Yeah. Hey, that's what it is. All right, but look, I'm gonna play it right now so that you can get the context.
Night, and Creed 3 actor Jonathan Majors arrested on an assault charge here in New York City over an alleged domestic dispute. A rep for the actor saying he's done, quote, nothing wrong. ABC's Jacqueline Lee is here with the latest. And Jacqueline, his team saying they're looking to clear his name.
That's right, Janae. Good morning. Hollywood actor Jonathan Majors facing some very serious allegations. The 33-year-old was arrested in New York City Saturday morning, charged with strangulation.
So you see this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see these are the charges that they're hitting him with. Hold on.
Strangulation, assault, and harassment.
See, think about this, right? Strangulation, assault, and harassment. Think about this now, right, Israel? But they were in a taxi cab.
Right.
right? This is what they reported. They were in a taxi cab amongst New York City. So my thing is this, right? If you're hearing the police report, my thing is this: who would you think that called the police? The taxi driver or him?
Well, Hamed ain't trying to get called no police. I mean, you know.
Well, yeah, but my thing is, but the funny thing is, he's the one that called the police.
The cab driver? Okay.
No, him.
Jonathan
Majors.
Majors.
Jonathan Majors was the one that called the cops. So you would think when they hear a man speak, and they're getting the name, they're probably getting the name, everything else of that nature, because of course you got to know who the hell is calling, and everything of that nature, right? They're getting the full report from him, and the police are coming. So, right? But that's my thing, right? You're getting the police call from Jonathan Majors, not the taxi cab driver. Right. And my thing is, if they were there in a taxi cab driver, as they would say, my thing is then why did the taxi driver not stay to give a report? Because nothing freaking happened.
Well, no, a lot of times, it could be that, but a lot of times in New York, you got a lot of illegal cab drivers.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, you got points. You got. But
I mean, just play devil's advocate, you know.
Yeah, no. Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you up on that. But it's just amazing, man.
But it do sound funny. Like he could have made it anonymous, called and bounced.
Right. Exactly. And then, but this is the crazy part, right? So strangulation, assault, and harassment. My thing is, there probably could have been some bruises. There probably could have been some damages. And they do explain that. I think it's in either this one or the next video I had that I looked at earlier, but I'm gonna do it again.
After an alleged domestic dispute with a 30-year-old woman, his representative denying the accusations, saying in a statement, he has done nothing wrong. We look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up. Majors is known for his high-profile work on the big and small screen, with credits including Creed 3, Ant-Man, and the Wasp. In a statement to the Associated Press, police say Majors was no longer in custody as of Saturday night. As for the condition of the woman he allegedly assaulted, police say she sustained minor injuries to her head and neck and was taken to the hospital.
Well, hey there,
Yo, what it do, Smitty? At Smitty's Corner, what it is.
What's up, bro?
Going on, man?
What we got up here?
Man, look. So have you heard of the Jonathan Majors news?
Nah.
Okay, so the man that plays Kane the Conqueror off Marvel, yeah, so he got an altercation where he was charged with domestic violence.
Okay.
And basically right now he's getting himself out of the situation because he's trying to prove himself that he did nothing, because basically he didn't do nothing. It was a lie by his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was a lie.
Yeah, it was a lie.
So it's the typical, like, believe all women type shit.
Yeah, basically. It's the
Play the video. Let's rock out.
Yeah. I'm about to play another one that proves this whole case. Hold on. Give me another one right now.
All right, that's right.
Smitty, what up?
You already know.
All right, so here's the next video right here, and I'm gonna play this one. We're gonna rock. We're done right here.
Overnight, and Creed 3 actor Jonathan Majors arrested on an assault charge here in New York City over an alleged domestic.
Oh, wait a minute. I just played this one. Damn.
Yeah, you played that already.
I'm tripping. Wrong one. That's on me.
I thought it was a third person.
He's starting Creed 3.
Say it again?
A fourth person. I thought it was a fourth person up here.
Oh yeah. No. Jay, he left. He left.
Oh.
And the latest Marvel movie. But over the weekend, actor Jonathan Majors was charged with assault after a 30-year-old woman told cops he attacked her. Les Trent reports Majors says he's innocent.
Actor Jonathan Majors is speaking out today after his arrest for allegedly injuring his girlfriend during a domestic violence incident. His attorney says, "We are quickly gathering evidence with the expectation that all charges will be dropped." Police say Jonathan Majors called 911 himself from a...
I hear that, right? He's the one that called them. He's the one that called.
Apartment here in the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan. He reportedly told police that his girlfriend was having an emotional crisis. But when cops arrived...
Right, she's having an emotional crisis, but magically she was being attacked, as she was saying.
She told them a different story, claiming that he struck her during a taxi cab ride after she grabbed for his phone to read a text message sent to him by another woman.
Which is assault. That's assault.
Right. So, okay, never mind. So, technically, she grabbed the phone. Either which way. But yeah, nonetheless, this is just, this is how it is. Grabbed his phone because a female texted him and she felt jealous.
She allegedly had a cut behind her ear and bruises on her face and neck. But his attorney says the woman has recanted the allegations.
Meaning, I'm sorry I lied.
And there is video from the vehicle where the alleged assault happened.
Oh, see, I wasn't paying attention. That's my bad. I'm glad I came back here. Thank you, sir. See? So there's even videotape.
And that goes to what I tell y'all. I did that video last year. Protect yourself at all times. Get them dash cams, fellas, for your own cars. Put a dash cam in your car, man.
Proving his innocence. The accuser has not been identified, but Majors is reportedly dating Grace Jabari, a dancer and actress.
Jonathan Majors!
Oh, she a flatback.
The charges could not come at a worse time for Majors. 2023 is his breakthrough year. He is starring in 2 blockbusters, Creed 3
You don't remember me, huh?
and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. He was also an Oscar presenter with Michael B. Jordan. Who could have imagined he would be arrested just 2 weeks later?
Who could imagine?
Johnny Depp.
Nice one. I brought her name up too. But yeah, that's the situation right there, fellas. That's the situation.
Yeah. So once again, what we have is basically the typical. We have this believe all women, and we have to remember that when men of today consistently are given such like a downplayed rep, there are so many, I was so surprised at how many videos I've seen of brothers who actually have like rescued a kid or saved someone or something, and it's like, I'm like, why I ain't hear about this? Like why isn't this guy lead? Like this is tremendous, and you hear nothing about it. So the point of what I'm saying with this whole Jonathan Majors thing is that we should take a very, very close look. Let's think about it. This man just did basically one of the biggest. Did y'all see when they showed the little scene of him on stage with Michael B. Jordan, how you heard all women, I mean, just going crazy. The only thing we didn't see was panties and bras being thrown up, right? Like, so, I mean, all of that, world under your feet. But still, it is shown and it's proven the slightest little teeny, it don't matter. She famous, she known, nothing. All she has to have is a vagina and a loud enough voice. And we promise you that the powers that be will rally behind her and destroy and bring you down the best we can. Now, that I'm not saying that's the end of him, but I'm just saying, that's how those things can easily go left. And so all I'm saying is, to land it right here, wheels down, is it's so crazy how shaky and how on eggshells we have to be. You would think that once we get to that point of power, man, we could kind of fall back. Like we should have that same, not privilege in the sense like I can do wrong and get away with it, but like, hey, at this point, not just anything can happen to me. Oh no, I'm protected. I mean, in all facets, I'm protected. And it shows, nope, you could do the biggest blockbuster of the year and still be treated like the average person, just like us three on this panel. I digress. My mic is muted. Respect.
Israel, you got anything to say on this one?
I mean, he said it. I mean, unfortunately, black men are the least protected group of people in this country in history. There's no other group of people who is least protected or has lesser protections than us.
Well,
which is why Becky always falls back on, oh, a nigga did it. Always.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I want to make this perfectly clear because I know how people would say they will take the idea of saying we're the least protected. Yeah, we're the least protected adults. Let's put it like that.
The what?
The least protected adults.
No, we're the least protected. Period.
Okay, what about the kids?
Children have more protections than we do.
Not all the way is real because not all the way
Child
because you
Protective
got
Services, Youth and Family
no,
Services.
it's really just the male adults. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's really one of those catastrophic things. And see, the thing is, that is a purposeful, direct trajectory, fire off towards all of us. Everything is like, imagine all of us standing in a group, the men, the women, and the children. And we're all looking up at the sky, and there's this one big, let's say, like bomb like missile. And then we all look at it, and then it explodes and then spreads. And now it's like a shower that comes down. But every last one of those little mini missiles or whatever was directed towards the men only.
Ain't that what I
Now
just
we
said?
do still have now it didn't get all the men. It didn't get all the men, but it got the most of us. It got the biggest of the bulls and the oxes, the ones who have the deepest and the strongest of the voice, the ones who really stand on something, the ones who really make the difference in the community and everything else. Right? It hit them. So I want you to picture now everybody's scattering. It's a whole bunch of fire and everything and all of that, right? And now we got the women. So now so now the women, the children, there's some men left, some of the strong ones,
Yeah, but
not many.
you're saying exactly what
Listen,
I said.
listen, listen. Some of the strong ones, not many. And then we got primarily majority of the betas that was left. Why? Because when that bomb hit, the only ones that was standing in the front was the strongest of us. So as it floats to the back, we got the weakest of us. So now we got majority of the weakest of us out here. We only have a few of the strongest of us out here. And our women are still the majority. So what do you think they gonna feel like? Again, feel like they gotta do is this. Go ahead and we gotta be the leaders now and everything else. And that's why we go as deep as even sickening stuff as far as women saying Happy Father's Day to all the single mothers. I digress. My mic is muted.
Well,
I mean, you kind of just said everything I said in a long story.
Well, yeah.
The men are the least protected of any group. Black men are the least protected of any group of people. Again, children, even when you put children up, they have organizations that are designed to protect children. Black men have no organizations. None. Youth and Family Services, Child Protective Services, DSS, CPS, whatever you want to call them. There's none of that. No advocacy for a black man. And
okay,
they
can I
know
ask you one
this.
question?
Yeah.
Yeah, Israel. Okay, but think about this, right? You said that even when it comes to children all across the board, they have protection. But my thing is, what protected that child that got literally raped by that 31-year-old woman?
Well, I'm not saying bad things don't happen.
I get it, but I'm saying like there's a lot of there's a lot of moments. There's about decent verificational moments. Most kids are mostly unprotected. I mean, mass shootings.
I mean, I just named like 5 organizations that are designed to protect children.
No, I know that. I get that. But that's only if they stay alive, though.
But the point is, there are protections out there.
Right.
Do those protections work 100% of the time? No, not saying that.
Okay,
I'm just saying, for a black man, there is no protection. Even when you're a victim. Even when you are a victim of, in this case, domestic violence. None. And that's sad. And it's
I mean, it's
sad.
sad, but I'll say this: this is where we have to see, and this is why I somewhat like at this point, like this is where we have to really look at and be really remindable that at this point now, when it comes to even, I know we talk about this multiple times, like amongst the brothers, we do have to literally look at each other and be like, hey, look, we need to help each other out. So if one of the brothers are going to be educated enough to become a lawyer, well, we need to push him to be that lawyer, and then be that lawyer that defends the black brother from all these situations, at least the respectable ones.
Nah, hey, Wally, you wanted something, but I mean, look, I'm gonna say this. Like, I do get what. Look, let me say this. This is why we have to stop. Not you, Wally, or whatever, but just I'm talking about out in our black community, right? I've noticed that there is a slight divide, not just the dark skin, light skin, and all this other stuff. Affluent status and hood status. No, there's also this
Keep
divide as
yourself
far
down,
as
girl.
there's also this divide as far as like those who have actually been through life experiences and those who haven't. And so all I'm saying is, so what Israel's saying, right? Nah, he on point with that because like we are the type that like we will negate somebody who actually has been through certain experiences and not realizing that there are certain aspects in that experience that can help those that come behind them. I believe that there are a lot of us who may go through certain things and we make it through certain things so that we can pass that information on and maybe help others not fall in that trap. And it's a lot of us, we would rather look at like, oh, nah, you just old Pookie or Ray Ray, or you're just this or that, or you just like, a retired gangster who we still gonna look at as or whatever. So it's like, if you not somebody who, oh yeah, I've been in the military, or I've always went to school, I went to college, I smoked a little bit of weed, but not really. I got one story of being high, I hit it and never liked it again, and I've been in politics ever since. And it's like, I mean, we have all facets of how we operate, how we look, how we move, and our experiences and everything else. So that was just something I wanted to tap in on. We need to make sure that we really not negate that, because there's a whole lot of things that folks like myself and other people who've been through the experiences that I've been through, that, bruh, we can possibly help save your kids from going in the route of them rappers. I digress. My mic is muted. Lena.
Well, okay, with that said, well, welcome, Lena, to the show. You got something to say real quick before I go in?
Hello, hey panel. Hi everyone.
What's up? What's going on, y'all?
We're talking about Jonathan Majors.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm biased. I'm a Jonathan Majors fan.
I'm biased. It's just called straight down the middle.
He could have been provoked. So I think it's unfair now. That's the one thing I side with me sometimes. I feel bad.
He was provoked to do what?
Like he might have been hit. She might have hit him trying to get the phone, and he hit her back.
No, she did. No, she actually pushed. No, so basically, she basically approached on him trying to get his phone. So she assaulted him.
Yeah, so she did fight with him.
No. Well, let's be clear about fight. Fight means both two people are involved. One person did that. One person attacked.
She assaulted him.
Yeah, not the fight.
Yeah, so she made contact first.
Yeah, she made contact.
Well, the proper would be for that is she fought him.
Either which way.
There you go.
Yeah, either which way.
So
And the reason why I asked that question is we have to be careful when we assume he did something to her. Because so far I haven't heard any evidence that he's done anything to her.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing to her. And there's evidence. There's video evidence of this. Oh, Smitty, you better make sure you get your behind back in here.
I don't know. Because I feel the same way. I feel bad. I feel the same way about Chris Brown. I don't know. I feel so crazy, but I feel like she hit him first. Like she provoked him.
They literally have video evidence. You want me to show you video evidence?
I'm talking about Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Oh,
like I felt bad.
Now, look, that is a whole nother.
Oh well, Rihanna beat the shit out of him. We know that.
I don't think she beat the shit out of him.
Chris Brown got his ass beat. He was fighting for his life.
I hit the button. My bad. My phone was falling. My bad,
It don't
y'all.
matter. Men don't bruise the way women bruise.
Light skin, it would show.
No, men don't bruise like that. He got his ass beat. You ever seen a Jamaican girl go off? Hell, you see they dance parties? They violent at a dance party.
No, first of all, men do bruise like that, okay? It all depends on it all depends on your features and stuff.
It would show on Chris Brown.
Just because he's light skinned doesn't mean he bruises easy. I mean, if you've ever played sports, any kind of contact sports, I know plenty of light skinned dudes. I mean, that
yeah, but my thing is that, this is where I'm just coming back to, right? It's just I understand that there's no full on defense for black men overall, one way or the next.
None.
But yeah, no, like I said, yeah, none. But this is just the whole point. Like at this point, that this is where you just got to realize, like, there has to be some type of structure. And if we're going to talk about defense for black men, then black men has to build it. But this is where I think it rooted in our own community, as far as just guys amongst each other.
Dang, you got me.
That's your fault. You should know how to came here properly.
I don't exist, man.
Yeah, stop that.
Well, black men have to start organizing themselves together on a grassroots level.
But here's the problem, though.
And we need to get away from that. I'm only gonna vote every 4 to 8 years for whoever the next black candidate is.
Right.
Hey, nah, Israel. Honestly, I'm sorry, Wally. I mean, I don't know. Go ahead. I'll go after you. Whatever. I got something to say to that.
We need to start. I haven't finished saying it.
Go ahead.
We need to start participating in the system that we want to protect us.
Nah. Bump all that.
Wait a minute. Go, let them.
We don't participate in the system. And this is why the system is able to be used against us time and time again.
All right.
It was a guy.
Okay, cool. So
can I respond to that, please?
I know. Hold on. Let me come in here. Because here's my thing, right? I know we talk about the system that is behold amongst us, right? But I say this, and this is my thing, because I think, honestly, take away the system. What makes the white group work good? Because they got their own little system. They got their own little code of ethics, right? Do we have our own little code of ethics in our own black community group?
Well, I mean, that's why I started out with we need to learn how to work together.
Man, oh my gosh, bro.
That's the problem. Because we can't. You know what's so funny?
We can.
We can, but how so? Because I know one thing. I remember a good old classic song. I mean, for anyone that remember the rapper Ace Hood, he had an old classic song back in the 2000 era. And he literally showed how the community is. Oh, why you over there reading that book? Oh, why are you doing this? Put yourself down, girl. Come on. Right? And then, oh, why are you over there reading that book? Right? Basically showing how it is. The everyday classical hood dude or hood people or whatever. And then you over here looking at a person trying to better themselves and you over here downplaying their success, trying to motherfucking get out the freaking gutter. But then here you are. You want someone to protect you, but you don't want to benefit your own people to push forward so they can protect you? And now do you wonder why the community is so damaged and bruised?
Smitty was up.
Yeah, go ahead, Smitty.
Israel, what was the point you was trying to make?
Of course.
It was a.
Let Lena
It
jump
was a
in. I'll
guy.
come back to you. I'll come back to you, Smitty.
I swear for God, bro.
I agree. It was a guy. He got YouTube. His name is The Man or something. I never really watched it, but I've seen him on other channels. And he had I liked his approach. He was like, how to systematically get
Take a better spot. You glitching. You glitching.
I think she at work. You know, she be in the basement.
Yeah,
at
I
work.
know, but she gotta pick a better spot so she don't glitch now.
You Borgen, Lena?
Okay. Am I still Borgen?
Not right now. You sound good.
Okay. So
Check
he
her out,
was
say what's
saying
up.
he had rules on how to get out of situations with women. And you know, like if, you know how to de-escalate a situation, if they putting hands on you, what to do, and how to avoid police and all that. He had a real good step-by-step
And it's all
idea how to
bullshit.
get
There's
out
no
of
way to
it.
do it. There's no way to do it.
You got to try.
I mean, if a
But
woman
I
decides
feel
she wants to escalate the thing, she's not gonna stop. There's no way to
And
de-escalate.
who you got that information from?
it's the guy who got a channel called The Man. He has like talking points and he had like a
man,
whole.
The Man Media podcast, something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
He got a cartoon black brother on his channel.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I like his.
Yeah, that's bullshit. You got guys out here to talk that strong man, weak man shit. Bullshit. Those are dudes who ain't never been in those situations. If you get in a situation with a woman who's violent, it is what it is. And there's nothing you can do to de-escalate her. Unfortunately. We just saw a video, I brought it up earlier, where the guy got shot in front of his mother-in-law over a cell phone.
Wow. And then that's another thing we have to do. We have to teach women and socialize women. Just because they're weaker doesn't mean you're able to put your hands on men. Now I agree with men on that.
No, they don't do it because they're weaker. They do it because there's no accountability.
Amen.
There's nothing going to happen to them.
But I also feel like they think they're not going to hurt men like that. Like,
no, they want to hurt men. The point is to hurt men.
Yeah, they want to hurt men, but
there's not going to be any consequences.
Lena, how are we supposed to teach men when our men don't? I mean, when our women don't listen to anything that the man has to say? Nothing.
Not a thing.
Well, not just men teaching, but women should too. Like, teach little girls. Grown up, you shouldn't put your hands on me.
What's going to happen is this group of women are going to die. That's what's going to happen ultimately. They're never going to change. There's no kind of counseling or reverse therapy. It's mathematically not possible. They're just going to die out. That's what's going to eventually happen. I'm sorry. Only less than 10% of black women go to therapy now. Right now. %90 of them plus don't go to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do, you know what the number one diagnosis is when they do go to therapy?
What is it?
Take a guess.
Bipolar disorder?
No, schizophrenia.
Well, Israel, not all of our women need to be all in going, just like all of our men. Like, not everybody, but I get what you're saying. There are a large majority of our brothers and our sisters, because let's think about it. Okay, there are a large group of our women that have mental disability, mental issues, as far as like whether it's the delusion of their actual state in life, whether it is their own personal depression, and how so many of our sisters wound up. You'd be surprised how many chicks I've talked to, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I used to be skinny at this point, and then my mom was such and such passed away, and then I just started eating and da da da." It is a lot of depression. You see, with our
I
men,
think
it's
it's the
the same thing, and all of us display it in different ways. And the thing is that I'm landing it right here, wheels down. It's not even an excuse for it, but it is a real thing that there are a lot of things that just we don't, for whatever reason, refuse to focus on and make sure we got the best services possible to correct these things, because they can be corrected if we demand more of the services. I digress. My mic is muted.
I agree. I believe we have less access to uh mental health care, but I also feel too like a lot of black men are also dealing with mental illness as well. I'm not saying it was a tit for tat, but I was looking at the statistics. It's not just black men, but minorities in general. Actually, minority men have a higher rate of MPD, and I was like surprised at that. It explains a lot. It explains like gang activity. I can see that in minorities.
I think a lot of times we use these flat labels, and that's part of the problem. Instead of just pointing out who the hell the problem is, we go minorities, black people. But when black women want to highlight some bullshit, they'll claim, "Oh, black women magic." But when they're doing some foolishness, "Oh, it's black people."
All right, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Let me welcome the host. It's the Black Man itself, JVJ Network, Big Boss Man Honcho.
This
What's up,
nigga
y'all?
look like something on his mind.
Nah, man, ain't nothing on my mind. Y'all doing all right?
I'm messing with you. What's up, homie?
Y'all doing okay?
Yeah, we're doing all right. You got
Yeah,
anything
keep
to say
going.
about Mr. Jonathan?
What's up, G?
Well, I know
happened?
well, yeah. So basically, he was charged with domestic violence.
What?
He was charged with domestic violence.
Beating on his white girlfriend or something?
Yep, false claims. No, false claims.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yep, it wouldn't be the first time.
But has he been able to prove that?
Oh, yep, he's innocent. There's video cameras. There's evidence.
Oh, that's perfect then, man. Lock her ass up.
Unfortunately, that won't happen. There's no.
Oh yeah.
There won't be no repercussions for her filing a false claim. None.
Yeah, that's the problem that we have right now. Hold up real quick.
No
Like,
accountability.
I'm coming right back. I gotta turn this shit off. I was listening to y'all in the other room.
All right. Yeah, go ahead, Rizzo. Speak on your
No,
mind.
I was right back. So I thought he was about to say something.
No, he's just gonna turn it off. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we gotta in order to fix a problem, you have to
We're calling
identify.
Israel, Lena.
You have to identify the root cause of the problem.
Hey, Israel.
Yeah.
You remember we was having this conversation a while back, and
Yeah, I think we were. I remember.
Nah, this could probably gonna be a different one than what y'all was just talking about. How we say like the men have to stand up and be men. Like we're talking about how these ladies aren't gonna get charged with filing a false police report. We gotta advocate for that crap.
Didn't I just say that about 10 minutes ago?
I mean, yeah, we can advocate, but who's gonna? But let's be honest here. Okay, our one side advocates for it. Then what? They're gonna be
No. It's not about advocating for it. We do advocate for things, but we don't stand on shit. We don't put our foots on the necks of shit. We do not make sure we follow through. We'll get the cameras. It's almost like when the news cameras leave, so do we.
Well, when I say advocate, I'm talking about advocating just like all these people that go to Washington and they advocate for their different groups. You got to put money behind it. You got to stand on it.
That's the follow through. Exactly.
Well, that's what I'm asking for.
Same thing.
No, yeah, no,
Exactly.
I hear you. But my thing is this: that's our dollars versus the next person's dollars.
Right? Look, I don't know who putting up money to say, nah, she lied on them, but here's $100,000. Don't push this issue.
All right.
I know there's somebody out there.
That's what I'm saying. But hey, look, nonetheless, so I ain't gonna put no negativity on it because at the end of the day,
from the grassroots level,
we gotta
start
That's terrible.
You know something else funny about it? We know that we got a lot of soft ass men. Honestly, I would call them a lot of boys. We got a lot of boys out here because when a girl's involved in a situation where she's the perpetrator or she did something wrong, they always tell us that we don't have feelings, but we be the first ones to try to be understanding of what she possibly did, even though she's totally in the wrong. We got to stop that shit. We got to have other men to check that shit. I literally
maybe she was emotional and maybe she was depressed and maybe she had some kind of trauma.
Maybe this, and this possibly happened. I'm like,
who cares?
No, my thing is a lot of them needs to start really freaking waiting for the whole damn thing to come out before making a comment.
Well, that's never going to happen.
Of course, but that's how sad that is. That's how sad people are, though. You can't wait for the whole thing to come out.
But see, that's why I even made my whole let me get over here. That's why I made my whole bomb analogy. I know I might have sounded a little, like, oh, it's Smitty tripping. Nah, real shit. Like, if we really picture all of us as a collective group, we are all standing there. And there's this comic. I mean, I'm not going over the whole thing. It comes down. The strongest of us in the front is what, for the most part, has been kind of wiped out. Behind that is everything else of the community, whether it's the elders, the baby boomers, Gen Xers, and all of that stuff. The kids, women. So then, who's left? So we really have, with our own hands, assisted in the annihilation of the strongest of us. When we as a collective group be celebrating this, all that color stuff and everything, and not pushing to the forefront the brightest of us, the most intelligent of us, and everything else. We don't push those to the front. And because of that, this really is the slow demise that we're seeing. It's almost like a house plant that you knew was real green, and I'm landing it. A house plant you knew that was real green, and you haven't watered it for a while. And you see it slowly kind of gets that yellowish tint, and slowly you see it going down the whole thing, and slowly it just turns brown, and before you know it, it's dead. And I think this is the first process of us starting to see that slow tint of it going from a beautiful deep green, and we're starting to see that autumn death come through. I digress. My mic is muted.
Yeah, your mic.
That was classic. I like that. Smitty, we literally gonna capture that. We're gonna capture that in with the audio, and it's gonna be saved up in here because it's like the running joke already. We got
Birds matter. Birds matter. Birds matter.
Green light.
We gonna capture
green light.
But look, man, got to start being men. Like a lot of the problems that we deal with in society, we allowed it to get here. Not us personally, the people that came before us, our forefathers or whatever, but it's on us to change what we want to see in our future. And dudes got to man up. Like I literally had a conversation with a dude getting mad. Never mind, I'm not even gonna go into that crap. But we gotta man up. We gotta be men. This type of stuff shouldn't be allowed to happen, and we have to push the issue on it because time and time again, people will try to ruin your life because of their feelings, and we let it go. People gonna keep doing stuff to you if you don't check them on it. We got to be the change we want to see.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. People do what you let them do, bro. Yeah. If you really don't like when people come in your home, them wearing shoes all through your house, the very day that as y'all going in, whether sunny or rainy, you're like, hey, bro, you know, as you got your keys and stuff, you know how that move is. You got your keys out. Hey, bro, you got to take your shoes off as soon as you come in, put your shoes right there at the door. And
Wipe your
when
feet.
you set that rule, that's when that rule will be respected. But the most important thing is this, and this thing I can't stand about my people right now. We like to set a whole bunch of rules that we don't follow ourselves. And we will never be able to expect anybody to take us serious, truly, until we demonstrate and show how we walk, what the F it is. We like to not even talk, just scream. We like to scream it and yell it, but we don't want to walk it.
We
Yeah,
gotta
y'all,
walk it like
y'all
Bullshit,
remember
bruh.
that video with the chick who was arguing with the black judge? She tried to sue the dude for a bad date.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing that up just to see how ridiculous their thinking is. I
That was
could
like,
take your life, but we can't have a bad date. That's the comparison.
literally.
They have no respect for our lives. But I'm gonna ruin your life over a bad date or what I perceive to be a bad date.
Yeah. Could have been a great date.
Nah, I mean, well, see, the thing is that that's because when we got a whole bunch of women that's driven off something called vibes. We gotta
You
go off
know what?
vibes, gotta go
That
off
is my
feelings.
real whole lame on
I
chat.
mean, really, everything is about a vibe, and you know what? Nah, girl, you know that vibe, he ain't get me off the right vibe, and it's like, what the fuck do you even mean by that? You mean he sneezed the wrong way? You mean that he folded his napkin the way you didn't like it, or he may have chewed the way you didn't like, or something, or maybe he used a choice word? What was it? But what we know is that a vibe basically means that the smallest inkling of anything that I feel at a certain moment, I can make this thing keep going. I can call it off. And unfortunately, y'all just won't call it off and go about your business. You'll call it off and you'll try to desecrate that man to the fullest. Oh, yeah, girl. Uh-huh. You at your brunch with your mimosas and shit. Uh-huh, girl. Yeah. Oh, no. He was on that bullshit like the rest of them. You already know. Some bullshit. I digress. My mic is muted.
Even though I understand it didn't come to that point, but you know, a lot of times, you know, things just escalate. We do have to normalize learning how to de-escalate situations. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Optimist.
Now you're good now. You're good now.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm good.
Yes, go ahead.
But we gotta normalize like learning how to de-escalate a situation. Like learning how, I know people think, but it's true. Like a lot of times I've got myself out of situations where, you know, like, you know, people ran up or they hollering, yelling, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what's wrong. How can I help you? You know, what does resolution look like for you? I'm serious. Those type of words do
The only
help.
way that's gonna happen with black women is when accountability gets put in position.
God damn, Lena.
Right now, there's no accountability, so that's not gonna happen. They aren't rational people. They're emotional. And it's all
Women,
space and chaos.
they don't want truth, bro. Like, I mean, everything she's saying, like, we
Sounds
all
good.
knew this. Nah, yeah, I mean, it's like the very second a man does anything slightly close to any of that, I mean, you all trample all over it. So, I mean, like, you know, we can keep on. I mean, so, I mean, at what point? At what point do men be like, you know what? Do I go by what they say or what they do in response to what they say? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, I'm I'm more of an action person. So
Walk the other
if
way.
you really want that man that's a true apex, a true alpha, you have to recognize that those individuals are going to move based upon what makes sense. If it doesn't add up, if we're seeing, oh nah, hold on, hold on, that's not, hell no, that don't look right. If we on that type of mode, because we are observing, it has nothing to do with a feeling. It's like actual calculation. If you give me a ladder that I'm supposed to climb up to the roof with, and only the first 3 steps are there, and the last 2 are there, and all the middle ones are missing, and I'm looking at you like, how the hell I'm supposed to get up? Look, I'm being logical. Okay? And the thing is, women want things to be magical. And it's not about it being magical. That's why y'all always talk about manifesting something. It's manifesting, which I can't stand that word either. I swear that's a trigger word for me. I hear manifest and I run. I ain't gonna lie. I run. I hear manifest, I run. You manifest what? So you a magician now. Okay. Okay, who did it?
Now I can understand using the
Sam,
word
I mean,
magic
real
because
shit.
you know black women always say
So-
black girl magic. I do like this stuff.
Exactly. Black girl magic. And y'all don't even realize how much of that stuff is like it's a real code in this. Y'all don't even realize how much all of these things is like, man, it's a misguidance. Now, Lena.
Of course, but we're not the ones that control the media.
No, wait, because I don't want to scare Lena. This is not to say like do understand, love. Like the whole aspect of like being girly, cute, and fluffy. I got your own little lingo and stuff. Nah, man, that's like, man, look, what's up? That's dope as shit. It is. But it's what these things turn into. Like, for example, self-love. I think this is a good example. Self-love. Who doesn't want to love their self, Lena? Lena, would you not agree? Hold on, Wally. Would you not agree, Lena? Everybody should love themselves.
Yes, totally.
Okay, but you know the difference between black women and the rest of the world is that black women think self-love means self-absorption, and that the world should be absorbed into me, and everything revolves around me. And when it's my birthday, that's like President's Day, motherfucker. You better understand, this is a national holiday.
That's a month.
This ain't just a regular Tuesday, nigga. This is Kiki's birthday. I'm Aquarius. You need to understand. Capricorns all day. Motherfucking Gemini. And y'all just don't know how to humble yourselves to know, motherfucker. It's just a regular Wednesday. It's just a regular Wednesday.
To you, it's a regular Wednesday. To that person, it's their birthday, and I believe that they should feel very special.
Oh my goodness, Tristan!
There we go. There we go. There we go. Queen in the building.
Well,
celebrate the queen.
I'll tell you why that's a problem.
Lena, let me see the last birthday post you did on your birthday. Let me see what the caption say. I want to see what the caption say.
Jay trying to jump in.
I'm gonna tell Lena why that's a problem. Because that mindset, that thinking, is the same reason we got kids thinking that they animals. We got men thinking they women, and the women thinking they men. Because it doesn't matter what the rest of the world knows to be true. You saying it matters about what you feel or what you think.
Wow. Yeah.
That thinking is destroying the world.
But I think that's fair to say that someone is special on their birthday if they feel that way. Oh, okay, today's my birthday. It's a special.
No, you're not. You're only Lena. Let me give you a real truth, babe. You're only special to your close friends and maybe some of your family. That's it.
I agree.
Maybe some of your co-workers that fuck with you. That's it. It is nothing special to nobody else, baby. Nothing.
I know it's not a holiday.
It's just Thursday. That's it. It's Thursday.
I know it's like, I don't expect the world to know my birthday. People don't even know me. But however, I feel like you should feel that way and want to feel that way. I have no problem with someone saying, yay, it's like a holiday. I'm a treat today like a holiday. People take off from their work.
You heard
like
what she said? Listen to that key word. Yay, it's a what? Yay, it's a what? Say that word again. Holiday. Exactly.
You know what
exactly.
Some people treat it like a holiday.
Bruh.
Holidays are for the world, right?
We happy if our homeboy just buy us a beer and be like, yeah, dog, that's what's up, man. You made through another one, my nigga. Okay, cool. All right, bet. So what's going on? You see the game?
Lena, do you know the definition of a feeling? What that word means?
Holiday. She want to be your birthday a holiday.
Hold on, let her answer.
Yeah, to you. It's a holiday to you, your own
You know
holiday.
what a feeling is.
Yeah.
Who
What
celebrates
is the
holidays?
definition of a feeling?
A feeling is a process of a
Wrong. You don't
mood.
know. You don't know. Don't make it up. Don't bullshit.
It would be a process of a
Wrong. I got to keep it in
Feelings are
English.
based around emotions. Now think about the word
No,
emotion.
let me.
Hold on.
Hold on, Smitty. I'm talking.
Emotion, bro.
I'm talking. Hold on.
Okay, look, one person on the mic. Come on now.
Go ahead.
A feeling is a belief, especially a vague and irrational one. That's the definition.
No.
Vague. No, that is. You can Google it. That's what the word means.
That's a same belief.
So,
but the first one is what I was writing. It's an emotional state or reaction. So
no, it's a belief.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's emotion, bro.
The way you're using the word, that's not the definition. The way you're using it, you're identifying a belief, especially a vague and irrational one. Words have more than one definition.
Right. Okay. So Israel, words have more than one definition. The word emotion. Okay, it sounds like one word. No. So it's two definitions. Emotion. The energy and the motion. So when you feel emotional about something, that's the energy that moves you, bro. That's why we call it emotion. You see how multidimensional just that word can be? Because words matter.
So going back to what I said, it's a belief, especially a vague and irrational one. Listen to that. Vague and irrational. It doesn't make any logical sense and it's vague. Nobody knows what you're talking about. So it only makes sense to you, to nobody else. And a lot of times we mix things up and put things in an emotional thing when they're actually not being emotional. They're just existing in an irrational space. Because an emotion, you can identify it. You can identify emotions. Most of the time, they do things we can't identify it. We're like, what the hell? We don't know what is going on. Vague and irrational. It doesn't make sense. And that's where y'all identify things untangibly. We ask y'all simple questions and we get untangible answers.
Israel, women need to stop thinking they're more special than what they are. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. You are special. You are very extremely valuable, but you need to remember that really is primarily for the ones who was closest to you. Anything outside of that bubble right there, anything outside that perimeter, that realm, you need to understand you fair game. And that's what y'all need to remember. You fair game outside that circle.
God damn, Lena, you and your old janky Wi-Fi. Damn basement.
Well, I think it's just the building she's in. I think one time she said she was like in a basement or something.
Yeah, she's in the basement, but that basement needs to, man, they need to extend that Wi-Fi down there. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah. Need a Wi-Fi extender.
What's up? Yeah, Jay will teach you how to steal some Wi-Fi from the next building.
So I need to pay my Wi-Fi bill. Hey, that shit tomorrow maybe. But like, look, that I get it. I get where a lot of girls come from, but it takes men to step in and be like, nah, I understand how you feel, boo-boo. I understand this, I understand that, but no, we're not doing that.
Nope.
No, we're not having this conversation on that.
Bye.
Look, you want to talk about it, you can talk about that shit over there.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Bye.
But yeah, I did see that video you was talking about of that guy. He was trying to leave, and the girl and her mama in there.
And the mother-in-law, yeah, I saw that today.
I hate that video, bro. I hate that video. I really hate it.
Hey, but that don't never happen.
No, I mean, bruh. That man, like, really think about it, bruh. Think about during the middle of that discussion while he like, nah, get off my phone. He had no clue, bruh. He had no clue. He had no clue that was about to be it. He had no clue, bruh, that he would never be able to tell his daughters or nothing, whatever. He had no clue, bruh. That was about to be. You're about to transfer over.
You know who else didn't have a clue?
That shit bothers me, bro. That bothers me.
Who?
The person that shot him didn't have a clue either because they were just going off their emotions.
No,
And the mother
she
in the
she
back
was
amping it
building
up.
up to it, man. She said it earlier on.
Yeah, but you know, girls be veiled
No.
threats.
Israel. I don't care what she said earlier, dog. 9 times out of 10. I mean, look. Maybe I'm not
Women
gonna lie.
make a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
say
veiled
this.
threats.
No. I'm gonna say this. The way she was responding and everything, bro, that genuinely sound like she didn't plan that, bro. She could have said anything earlier, but we all know women to say, bro, I've heard all kind of, I hate you, bitch. I hope you die, and all this, bro. Let me get locked up. Oh my god, babe. I'm on my way. You know, like, bro, women say whatever in the blink of an eye, and they will switch their mind in the blink of an eye. So you can't, you know, you trying to say she said something 1 minute. And then, you know, that we all know that can switch, bro. We all know that.
She said,
They'll do that, bro.
I'm going to kill you. It's about to be a murder scene. And 10 minutes
Dog,
later.
like that's the first time a nigga's ever heard that from a woman. Are you serious, bro?
10 minutes
Are
later.
you not getting it? Like that's
No,
not
I
now.
get what you're saying. You just keep cutting me off.
Yeah, let him finish. Let him finish that.
Go ahead. My bad.
10 minutes later, she kept pumping herself up. It wasn't even, we heard the whole call. It wasn't even that serious. Because mom was still calm. Nobody was screaming. And it wasn't like the heat of the battle where a girl talking shit. She clearly said, no, I'm going to kill you. It's about to be a murder scene. And 10 minutes later, that nigga was dead in front of her mama. You got to start holding them accountable, man.
The mama should hold her accountable.
Huh?
The mom should hold her accountable.
No, mama's going to defend her child.
But that's bullcrap. You defending a murderer.
Mama was actually amping her up.
Well, yeah, in the beginning, mom was, and then mom like
then she wanted to fall back. Now
she tried to fall back a little bit, right?
I noticed a lot of people do that. They amp somebody up till it gets serious, and then it's like, I don't know why they did that.
I was about to say, bro, that's one of the biggest things, dog, that I think one of the biggest lessons is that should be a tremendous lesson to when we see folks online, all this dangling the gun and get pop and all of this, and you acting so tough, how it really goes down in the blink of an eye and how people really react in those moments, dog. That was, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good example of the real type reactions. You panic, you don't know what to do. And you want to know the part that was the saddest that I ain't heard nobody say yet, dog? Them kids was in the room the whole time, dog. You was hearing that little girl. Dog, that man, the little girl was, dog, when she was screaming, and daddy, dog, I can hear it now. That was that little girl looking at that body, bro, while he was on the ground, bro. You could hear it, bro. You can hear the way she's speaking. She's looking at him and she's distorted as to what she's seeing. And she will never be able to unsee that,
he was
bro.
trying to go to work. Like, this dude was like, hey,
now whose fault is that?
They just think about the irony of the entire situation. Because you remember that she did lie after the fact to the police, but the funny thing is, you live streamed it on Facebook, so like your lives.
That didn't happen. We wouldn't know.
Yeah, they was like, she kept telling the police that he was rushing her, hitting her, he wouldn't get out. I'm like, the dude was doing the complete opposite of what you said. But believe all women though. I'm not saying dudes don't lie, but damn, women lie. Women are better liars than men. But from what I heard, that the kids were in the next room, but when that gunshot went off, that's when they came out and that girl saw. That girl saw her father. But it goes against all the narratives that a lot of people like to say about black men. And that's why it tripped me out when I was having that conversation with somebody before. It was some females. She was like, black women are the most disrespected people in the world, in America and stuff. I'm like, you literally talk shit about men not having jobs. This man lost his life because he wanted to go to work. Y'all talk about men not wanting to be in their kids' lives. That man was in his kids' lives and he lost his life because he was trying to go to work. Like,
well, all they do is project.
Yeah.
So everything they say we do,
that's
know
what
they're doing.
That's what they doing.
Well, I think both could do it. I don't think it's like project. I mean, we do have data and statistics on unemployment rate. I'm not downing black men, but I mean, there is a high unemployment rate. It's not black men's fault completely.
They're not hiring us, and they get
They're right. That's what I'm saying. It's not their fault. I don't believe it's black men's fault.
Unemployment? That doesn't prove anything.
What
Black
you're
men
saying
still
is
out earn
black
black
men
women.
don't work. You out
I'll
earn.
make it even harder. I'll make it even easier for that one because, like, I hear people saying that the data for that. First off, those are the men that you shouldn't be dealing with, and even with those men not working, average black man still makes more than the average black woman.
Right.
As a collective, and it's more of y'all. So that point is like mute. Why you
Right.
dealing with them
And what are
first
we
Are
and
you
talking
foremost?
about?
saying estimated? Are you saying worth, or are you saying
Work money that they make on
Income.
average.
Income.
the ones that work? Are you saying the ones that?
Y'all are lied to when they say that y'all are like these super extreme, super powered boss bitches and everything else, and y'all are
I
so
don't
running
believe
the
that though.
world.
I don't believe
Yeah,
we're super
exactly.
boss.
Now, have women made definitely strides in business and definitely excelled themselves? Absolutely. Like nobody takes from
No,
that.
they
No,
haven't.
nobody ever takes away from that
No,
shine.
they
But the
haven't.
only thing is that when you all try to act like, yeah, we told you we was the be all end all. See, that's where the problem comes in.
But no,
The
they
That's where the
there's
haven't.
problem comes in.
competition, but you know there
No, they
is a
haven't.
problem. There is a problem with unemployment among black males, and not just black men, but men in
Perfect,
general. When men are checking out of the workforce, this is a
perfect.
problem.
Hey, Lena, perfect comment right here from Tristan. He said it will always be a larger unemployment rate because there are less of us.
Wow.
I like that comment.
Wow.
When
Checkmate.
you get into
I'm sorry.
numbers, that actually
I'm
makes a
sorry.
lot of sense.
Go ahead, reset the board, Lena. What you want?
No,
Black or white
I want to
pieces?
go back
Black
to
or white
what Jay
pieces?
said prior. So, are you saying I know black men when they do work make more money? They make $10,000 more.
No, we
Out
just
earners,
black men just out earn black women. Every man of every race out earns their women, and there's more
right?
of y'all.
Right, but you out
It's
earn us.
not.
You out earn us by 10,000, right?
I don't
Lena,
know
Yeah.
the
listen to
numbers.
this one simple
I
fact.
don't know the
There are
numbers.
more, even if we went by whatever the small percentage of marriages are or whatever, there are more marriages where there is a stay-home mom as opposed to a stay-home dad. So still, even in that small fraction of the whole circumference of it, we're still outnumbering you. And it's not even a bad thing because you all can be outdoing us in your profession of your aspect of this whole thing, but you all refuse to capitalize on your side of it. You want to keep on coming over to our side, and it's like, no, and this is why y'all losing. If you just stay on your side, which we're both in the same car. So it's almost like I'm driving.
Trying to grab
I'm
the wheel.
controlling the steering wheel and I'm controlling the brake and the pedal. And all I ask you to do is just read the damn map and DJ the music, okay? Just if I say play a song, my turn, your turn, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Pass me a drink, blah, blah, blah. Do that. You want to keep on grabbing the wheel. And here it is, we about to crash. Stop grabbing the wheel. You want to keep on trying to like lift your leg up and slide it over to the driver's side, and you want to try to control the pedals and shit. I need you to stay on the passenger side, control the goddamn music, read the map, and pass me some snacks.
He said some snacks.
Okay.
I need my Teddy Grahams. Where my
Real
Teddy
shit.
Grahams?
Red bag. I need that cinnamon. I need that cinnamon.
But I mean, I heard the connotation in your voice where you said 10,000, like only 10,000. That's it. Well, that's the same amount of money that white men earn more than their women. It's always right around $10,000.
No,
But
I'm not saying
also,
not only. I was just asking. No, I'm not
but it's the
like
way you
scoffing
said
at
it.
it. Like, oh,
It's
it's
the
only
way you
10,000.
said it is what I'm talking about. We all heard it. It was the way you said it. It was a low level of contempt in your. I don't know if you noticed you did it, but you did it. Right?
I didn't mean it like that.
It
I
doesn't
was
matter if you
saying,
meant it. You did it.
He's
I
saying
think
this how it
you,
came
I
off.
think you interpret it that way. I just
See,
said
see the
it's
projection.
10,000. I was just asking for the data.
Black men, all
data.
our lives, we've been hearing this contempt from our women. Believe me, we know when we hear it.
I got a question though.
I think you're
Hold on
looking
one
for it.
second, Jay. Hold on one second, Jay. Hold on one second. Not only do we out earn y'all, we have more net worth than y'all, and we have significantly less debt than y'all. So financially, we killing y'all.
I know that y'all have less debt than us.
Huh?
I know you have less debt than us, and you have what else?
More net worth.
Yeah, we're only worth $5. I heard.
Yeah, I mean, so
ain't nobody say you worth $5. Like,
yeah, that's what they said. They said the average black woman is worth $5. I was like, what?
And those numbers are getting worse. I can't wait to see in a couple of years what these pandemic numbers have done to y'all. These pandemic numbers have destroyed y'all.
That's that's funny right there, Israel, because with the pandemic and everything going on, a lot of women don't think logically when it comes to most things. But I'm like, killing the game, most evicted. Killing the game, most evicted.
Most homeless.
I'm like, how does that work? All this
Bruh,
money that's supposed to be
bruh,
being made, and I ain't saying it to be funny or nothing like that, but I do try to think back on that mindset, because a lot of women set other women up for failure by telling them things that make them feel good when it's completely contrary to what's actually reality.
Right, bruh.
And we talked about
And that is so
unemployment, right?
true, because that eviction stuff, and I mean, because I'm serious, bro. Jay, you probably seen the same stuff. It just all of a sudden, bro. I'm gonna see right now. 2 years ago, that shit did not pop up. I mean, we all been on YouTube. That shit was not popping up. Whole videos of like almost police, police like what's that, like body cams of evictions. And the whole like, and they're showing the process like, nope, right now, this moment. Yep, get your shit on, get up. What? We've never seen that, bruh. And it's just all of a sudden it's flooding.
I'm on 4 channels.
Because see, the Republicans are tired of subsidizing.
Do I got 4 channels, or are you saying I'm on 4
They're
channels?
tired of the subsidies. Women are heavily subsidized.
I don't know what you said, Well.
Sorry about that. No, I'll tell you about that later. I'll tell you about that.
And this
later.
is why part of the reason your
good thing.
Debt calculator is going sky high, because it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Not only were they the highest evicted, homelessness went up, right? At the same time, they also during that time period were the highest unemployed.
But you know the most disturbing part. I'm not gonna lie about them videos, Jay, because I know you've seen. You are. I can already say you've seen it. Yep. And my thing is, bruh, when I'm hearing these kids like, where we going? And it's like, and you can hear they don't have a clue. They have no idea of what's taking place. I mean, they understand like, okay, we're getting out, but like the process of it and why and how much, it's really because of mom and dad just not. And dad is just.
No, it's because of mom.
Bruh, I mean, all right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a little bit of both, but majority of the women. But yeah, I mean, because I've seen like families. I mean, my whole thing is just like our people, point blank, period, bruh. Because I'm gonna be real with you, brother Israel. I'm not with the whole like just trying to put every goddamn thing on the women all the time, bruh. I mean, I'm not, bruh. And I mean, it's just gotta be real with some shit, bruh. I understand that, but I'm just, listen, when I speak, I don't speak and try to point fingers. Listen, if it's all 5 of us in the room, I'm not going to talk and stare at Waleed, point at Waleed while talking to all of us. My nigga, I'm going to gradually glance around the room as I speak, and I'm going to make it very clear that I'm talking to all of us, dog. So anything that I say, I'm speaking to the whole community.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is you're wanting black men to take responsibility for something they have.
You motherfucking right.
But they don't have nothing to do with it.
I don't, bruh. Okay, that's your view on that, bruh. That's your view on that, and that's fine. And I'm not here to debate you on your view on that, dog.
29 million abortions. Who made
I
that?
hear you, dog. Okay, listen. Who said I disagree? I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I don't give a damn. At the end of the day, still collectively, dog, us as a community as a whole,
There
because
is no
even
community.
Listen,
So what is wrong? Wait.
listen, I get what you saying, bruh. But you know, as an old school person, bruh, I mean, you know, it's still kind of hard for some of us to still recognize, damn, there is not that.
Some of those
You gotta
abortions
understand how
were
long some of us have
necessary
been
Be
used to
evils.
against
talking.
each other.
Some of those abortions were necessary evils, though.
1% of them were.
Lena,
The
don't
other
you
99%.
Lena, don't do that,
The
Lena.
other 99%.
Don't do that, Lena. Don't you come in here with no 0.2% talking nothing, please, with that. Please don't do that. I know. What if they was raped? What if it was going to cause the woman to pass away? No. When these women was out front of the Capitol wearing fucking pussy hats and stuff, okay? Talking about my body, my choice. We're not going to do that, Lena. We're going to take responsibility. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. It ain't no I'm capping for this part. No, nothing, dog. I could be on this side all the way the whole discussion. The very second I hear something here, if I agree with it, and if I feel like that is what it is, or if I especially got research on it, more than anything, ain't no feel like nothing. If I got research on that, yeah, definitely I'll speak on that. I'm across the board with shit. It don't change. It does not change. It ain't no when I feel like, okay, today I'm gonna be a little bit bluish today. Today I'm feeling cool, so I'm gonna be blue today. You know what? I ain't feeling too good. Somebody cut me off in traffic. Fuck that. I'm on my red pill shit today. I'm on my red pill shit today. F all women, y'all some shit. No. It is what it is. Our men be fucking up, our women be fucking up, and we all need to get it together, God damn it.
With that said, what happened, JVJ?
I was gonna ask,
Abortions are a necessary evil.
Can I do a quick little experiment?
Okay, that
with
explains 1% of
Go
it.
ahead.
What about the other 99?
All right, hold up real quick.
Okay, wait a minute, guys. JVJ want to throw something.
I'm gonna do a quick little experiment with Lena. It's gonna help with the mindset. You ready for this, Lena?
Yeah,
we about to find your perfect man. How old does your man gotta be?
We already did this here in Baltimore. We did this already.
Nah,
stop, Israel. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
Between what ages does your guy gotta be?
Okay, I'll take any color or shade. It doesn't matter.
Okay, any colors on there, but between what ages?
I prefer. I guess I'll go as young as 37.
37. All right, 37's on the board. And how old?
To 55.
To 55. All right, and he can't be married, right?
Of course not.
Okay,
I'm not sharing.
married. You said any race. All right, how tall does he got to be?
5'7" and taller.
5'7" and taller. All right, can
I'm
he be
short.
Can he be obese?
Yes, he can. I like man titties.
All right. And how much money does he have to make at the minimum?
The minimum? I'll say 50,000, but I actually would accept 40 though, believe it or not. But 50, I'll say 50,000.
50,000. All right, let's see what Lena got out here. You got a 5.5% chance of finding that nigga.
What?
God.
Oh shit.
I'm delusional.
Oh shit. I thought
I
her
mean,
number would be a little bit
I don't know
higher.
what else there is to say.
I thought her number would be a little bit higher.
I'm that delusional?
Yep.
I thought she would have got at least 20%.
I mean, yeah, when she said demand, that boosted her up at least about 30.
She shouldn't have excluded married because those men are taken. That's the whole gist to the whole
story. Let's see what happens if they do exclude it. Let's take the married man. Let's see what happens.
Lena, you don't want a married man. We can't do it again. You don't want a married man.
I don't, but I just want to see.
Right.
I
mean,
no.
Now, Lena, now you want watch this, Lena. Watch this. What you just did was proof what women do all the time. You said, "Oh my, that was my reality." Okay. Take it to my fantasy. Okay, I know I don't really want the married man, but let me just hear the results of my fantasy.
I
Although
think
that's
they're trying to.
not what I
I
really
think it's
want.
rigged. I think it's rigged and trying to tell
Look
you,
at how
yeah, y'all better just.
subconsciously, and you don't even peep. Wow.
Oh, here you go. I'll do the
And it's
complete.
not a bad thing, baby.
But you know what's funny though? Because look, it's the age range though. Also, the age range made it weak. That's why. Most of the guys
The
are married.
what?
The age range, Smitty. If you notice, she picked what was the age range?
37 to 55.
Exactly. Those guys are already married.
Yeah.
But the better question is, why would those men want you?
Oh my goodness.
Because they're looking for a
Hold
mate.
on, Lena. What do you
Okay, but
bring to
they
the
can get
table,
younger with
Lena?
no kids. No.
Do you
So we
bring
can
to
ask that question.
We're gonna do Wally. So you'll see the male equivalent of it, all right? Wally, give me an age range.
Let's see, age range. Okay. 28 to 35.
51.
28 to
Nigga,
35.
Yeah.
28
Oh,
to
damn.
35.
She wouldn't date me. No wonder.
All right.
Now, girl, that's something different. Silence you.
Hey, can she be married?
No.
All right. Can she have kids?
Sure.
All right. What race?
Black and Hispanics. Well, black, Hispanics, and Asians. I'll go with that way.
All right. And how tall does she have to be? Well, what's the minimal height that you'll date?
5'9".
Yeah. 5'9", yeah.
All right. How short will you go?
At least 5.
5
feet to 5'9".
5 foot to 5'9". All right.
Yeah.
Can she be overweight?
Nope.
She gonna be overweight, dog.
Can she be obese? Well, here, she can't be obese if she can't be overweight.
Right.
Damn, that count me out.
What's the minimum amount of what's the minimal amount of money she has to make?
You make 50K. Let's put it right there.
What's the minimum?
I said 50K.
50K minimum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just put that
You just fucked up.
All right.
Hey, I'm just throwing it up there. I don't care.
Let's find out. Let's see what we got out here. 1.307%.
Hey.
Yeah, he fucked up.
A lot of people are asking for what is not out here.
Chicks, wouldn't date me.
Lena, his options are worse than yours, and he asked for pretty basic shit.
Yep.
Nah, bump that. Israel. Hey, Israel, go ahead and do the test, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Do the test, Israel.
So,
for basic
hold on.
shit.
So the question I asked you is a different variation of what do you bring to the table. So what are you willing and eager to do for the man you want?
Here we go.
What are you willing and eager to do for the man you want?
I'm willing to be a loving, supporting mate. I'm willing to be supportive. I'm willing to be, I guess, giving. And then it depends what my mate wants. I'm willing to work with my mate. You have to change. You can bring stuff to the table, but the table might change.
Cooperation and good head.
Huh?
Men want peace, cooperation, and good head.
Peace, cooperation, and good head. I gave that, and I still got cheated on.
It probably came down to. Look here, I ain't gonna lie. Remember we had that conversation at 101?
Yeah.
Depending on what type of dude you're going after, depending on what type of dude you're going after, or you're dealing with, other women find him attractive too. And it's the same way that it's the same way. I know a lot of people have an issue with Fresh Fit, and I have mine too. But the candy store analogy is perfect. You've been in the candy store your entire life, and you're telling dudes that most women find attractive who finally made it into the candy store can pick the candy that they want, that they shouldn't pick more than one piece of candy. But you done tried out all of them in here already.
No, I feel like no, because okay, my one ex, he is okay. I would say, well, he was like scoped out to be a model or whatever, but he is like really attractive. Like he did intimidate me. However, I felt like he has a whole bunch of partners prior. He like I wouldn't be surprised if he in the 3 digits and almost at 1,000. He was out there, so.
And you picked him.
Yeah, because he calmed down. He's like, oh, I turned my life around. And, he's educated. Oh, and I love nerdy guys. He had a full scholarship at Illinois Tech, and he was all nerdy, and I like that. Nerdy, good-looking guy.
What we heard earlier.
Like, why does a job make you think somebody's a certain type of way? You see how I talk shit to the people that really dick ride the cops. A job is not going to change who a person is. Like a degree doesn't do that either. You have to actually take a close look at how this person operates and what they say. And when it comes to men, there's certain things women should look for. If he says he's going to do something, does he do it? Like, just because a dude had a degree or he went to this school, that means absolutely nothing. Maybe it tells you that, yeah, he possibly could provide for you, but
you know what? I
took
it
part of the game
because he was so nerdy and stuff. I took it like he wouldn't have time to do it. Like,
so you sized him up and said, like, he too geeky to cheat on me.
No, he's good looking enough, but he's like, yeah, he didn't have time for it. Like, oh, I have to do this. And, I'm into physics and I'm just doing math equations. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Bill Gates cheated on his wife for 19 years.
I know, and I couldn't believe it. But see, is he really intelligent or he just bought out a company? Like, I would feel that way.
What are you talking about?
That man built one of the first computers in his garage.
Oh, he built the computer. See, I don't know about his life.
He transitioned
a
lot of his earlier software.
I asked you earlier, what we heard you say was wonk, 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 wonk. There was nothing in that anybody says, yeah, I want that.
You won't hear a man saying, yeah, man, I'm looking for a girl that you know is gonna.
Nothing. There was nothing you did. There was nothing that you, as Smitty started to ask you, what do you bring to the table? None of that shit you could put on the table. It was all untangible things, right?
Most women don't know what men want.
Going back to the cooperative thing, you're not cooperative. That's why you're not in Baltimore.
I can't be in Baltimore, though.
Yes, you can. If you cooperate.
Who's staying in Baltimore?
The dude that she wants.
Yeah, the guy I really want.
Who's that? Wally?
You would be.
I don't even know Baltimore, though.
Wally down there in Miami, baby.
I'm in PG, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm too old for Wally, but Wally's a cutie pie, though.
If you understand what I'm telling you,
that's what you say.
Tell her
that's
again.
where your cooperation is lacking. You're not there. You want him to cooperate with you. I asked you that night. I said you wanted him to come to you instead of you coming to him. That's where the cooperation is breaking down. For the man that you want. You pick him.
Well, I feel like our lives are different and we're just not compatible like that. Because we both have kids and we can't move because of our kids. And I understand that. That's just a reality.
Excuse.
I promise you, any man that wants to be with a woman, truly wants to be with her, he'll figure out a way to make it happen. Because we got people out here that do some of the stupid shit making it happen for people they shouldn't even be dealing with. So that's just.
I once had a girl move from Tampa, Florida to North Carolina for me with 4 kids. We had 8 kids in my house. I couldn't believe this shit. It worked. Believe it or not, that shit worked.
God damn.
The first night
you was with a single mother?
Huh? She went from all the way to Tampa to North Carolina?
I was divorced.
She had 4 kids and he had 4 kids.
And I had my kids.
The Brady bunch.
All the way
and guess what? That shit
times
worked.
2.
When I came home the first night, I just knew I was gonna open the door to a bunch of chaos. I walked in and she was like, shh, be quiet. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And she started walking me around the house. All the kids had paired up with each other and it was all quiet. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Even the dog was quiet. I said, God damn. It worked.
Cruella DeVille was in the house when you was gone.
Well, lucky something.
It worked.
She had a knife in her back.
I couldn't believe it. Because I said to myself, yo, this shit is crazy. What am I doing? Is this, I already got 4 kids. I got with this chick with 4 kids. What am I thinking? It worked. It worked for a while.
Yeah,
You know what? Another thing too. I think I just need to build a man. Like, okay.
See, here we go. Here we go. Wait a minute. That's that bull.
Build a bear niggas.
See,
There's a song called "Build." It's a song called "Build a Bitch," and I feel her. She's like, if I'm not perfect, I'm not meant for you. That's what she says in the song. And in the song, it's like a Build-A-Bear looking thing, but it's for women, and the guy is picking out.
Learn how to cooperate.
Huh?
How about you just learn how to cooperate?
I cooperate. Like I always get dragged. I'm tired.
I asked you if that man said. I asked you this last time. If he said, "Come to Baltimore, let's make it work," you said no. That's not you cooperating.
I couldn't. It would ruin my life.
Your life is with him, not where you are. That's the problem with a lot of women. You want to hold on to what you have and then add a dude in there like he hot sauce on your chicken or something.
The funny thing is, most girls would tell dudes they need to do what it takes to be with them. But you're not willing to do it.
Yeah, a lot. I have heard that before, though. But I feel like you should just try to find someone as compatible with you as you can and try to make it work. Like,
but is he not compatible to you?
He would be.
So what's the problem?
He lived in another state and he never asked me to come. And he's got options and he intimidates me, but he is a sweetheart.
So it's you that's the problem.
What do I say all the time? Women are their own worst enemy.
You your worst enemy. Say it again, Jay.
I don't get hurt.
You saw I called you a woman like multiple times a night. You're welcome.
Thank you. But then I don't mind being called average, but I'm just mad you said Pearly was average. You just drive the value of average.
Why we gotta bring that shit
Pearly
back,
is
man?
below
Let
average.
that crap go.
Pearly is below average.
Thank you, Ben. I look better than. Do I look better than Pearly?
Oh yeah, you're gorgeous.
Oh my God, Jesus! Don't give her that.
Pearly would be
I
a
love
3.
you, Ben.
She would be a 2 or a 3.
I said 3. We here. We here.
She ain't got no body. She got her face is like ugh.
I can't stand her. I can't stand the
Oh my
clothes.
goodness! Now we back at this just Pearly shit. Like, God damn it, we was just not have this shit.
I'm gonna make that a non-topic on the show. That starts.
Okay,
fighting.
this is the last thing I'm gonna say about her. What really made me mad about her the most, low key. If I was a Manosphere dude and I was from America and I super chatted her, I feel stupid if she said for what she said talking about Black Americans, talking about African Americans. I mean Africans work harder than African Americans. Did she just price
you mean Africans working harder than Black Americans?
If you picking oranges, yeah, they do.
I'm not gonna say that.
I said they do when somebody wanted to argue me down the other night. When you come from a worse situation and you have to do what you got to do to survive, you're gonna work harder than somebody that comes from a privileged position
with certain jobs, but they not coming over here working the same jobs we do and outworking us.
Hey, them damn Nigerians, bro. Them damn Nigerians coming over to ball.
Ain't nothing but fucking scam artists, man.
Hey,
look. So this is my thing. But hold on. Since we got here, right? Because I say this. At that point of that live, I did disagree with that notion because I say it like this. On one side of the notion, I say, yeah, they do work harder because of the conditions they have to deal with in Africa. But on another note, if we put us all in the same boat of the same conditions, would they not outwork? Might be not. That's my whole thing.
Exactly. Compare apples to apples.
I don't know, man.
I grew
Because
up
I
with
work.
I mean,
I
that's
work
all,
with.
that's all
I've
I'm
seen.
saying. I can't say this for everything, but I'm just saying, like, just put us in the same boat and let's see what happens. That's my
Look,
thing.
look, we all need to take a step back and look at our community. Don't worry about yourself, because we might be some of the most exceptional people on the panel when it comes to getting shit done. But look at the people that we see around us on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, with that said, then
All
I
right, let's
see
talk
what
about
you're
New York City, where most of these Nigerians come to. What job do they normally get? A cab driver?
I'm not talking about just people like the Nigerians in New York City. I'm just saying they are the most successful blacks when it comes to like immigrants in America.
Is
Yeah,
it the
because they're only
Nigerians?
sending
It's
their
the
best
Nigerians.
over here.
Like there's doctors, there's
They're
engineers.
only sending their best over here.
Look, I'm not knocking that. I'm just comparing the ones that are over here in America to average black
Yeah,
Americans
but
over
you
here.
can't do that. That's not apples to apples.
What would be the apples to apples?
Comparing their average to our average.
Ah, that's got a point.
I'm not saying that like they're better workers. I'm saying they work harder.
No, they don't. We're more productive than them.
In what way?
When they measure productivity, Generation X black people are the most productive people in history for black people.
Woohoo! Yay, Generation X.
Facts. They're not
I'm
Generation X leader.
Yeah, I'm Generation X.
Oh.
They're not outworking us.
Are you the younger or in the mid?
I am the younger. I'm almost out.
Okay, you're good. Yeah.
In the history of this country, hell, in the history of this country, you've never seen a person work more hard than a black person. Never.
Look, I think we're reflecting
I would
on
like to be the person
the
to
past.
challenge that
'Cause
argument.
I get that argument if that's the one
I
you want
want
to
to
make
challenge
about
that argument.
I bring it.
Hey, look, like I said, I think both things can be true at the same time. So that's why I bring that argument.
What other group of people have worked themselves?
I want to challenge that argument.
What other
The Jay talking bullshit.
What other group of people have
Jay,
worked themselves to
you sit up here on this channel multiple
Man, we looking at a
times,
TV,
bruh.
sir.
Nah,
My bad.
I don't give a goddamn.
You know, I give a goddamn.
Anyway,
Come professional, sir.
so anyway, you sit up here, bro, and we all know. So watch this, Jay. Let me ask you this, and please, just like I gave you a direct answer earlier, directly, bro. What would you say is about the majority of the Pookies and Ray Rays in our community?
What would I say about them?
Would you say the Pookies and the Ray Rays are the majority of us?
No.
Exactly. We already know the Pookies and the Ray Rays is not just about having sex with multiple women and baby mothers. Pookie and Ray Ray goes down to that street shit, niggas who can't hold a job, irresponsible, all that other stuff, right? So we already know. Hold on. We already know. That's only a small percentage. We already know that percentage, from what I understand, is maybe about 12%. So we're talking about a whole 80%
Are you playing Final Fantasy?
No, this is no. Oh, Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5.
Man,
Yes, May Cry 5.
Okay.
Anyway, so we already know that majority of us is not even that. So if we know 85% of are in middle class households, and everything else, take care of business and all of that, how the fuck you gonna sit up here and say majority of foreigners do work harder than us? Then what you're really perpetuating is that the Pookies and the Ray Rays are the majority of us, sir.
But he's right if you're talking about the jobs that they do.
Cut the cap.
He's right if you're talking about the jobs that they do.
I think that you're getting something misconstrued, because I'm not talking about earning potential, and I think you're talking about the end result of.
You said work harder than us. No. Fuck that. The fact is that if we have middle class and shit, we have to be doing something to maintain that. I don't give a damn about what you earn, what your career is. The fact is, we are not the bum niggas on the street that they think us to be. Bullshit.
I didn't say we were.
But listen, if we talk about the jobs that they do, which is
just
mainly
conflating two different things. I'm not talking about. Look, we have a saying in America where we say, well, I think most people that actually learn how to work the right way finally get this saying. I don't work hard. I work smart. I think you're conflating the wealth and the status of whatever, middle class, whatever. I'm saying these motherfuckers will come over here and pick fucking grapes.
Yeah,
The
because that's
average
what they
American
used
ain't
to
finna do that.
doing.
The average
That's
American
what
ain't
they're
finna
used
do
to
that.
doing.
What are you talking
We don't
about,
do
bro?
that.
We will pick up trash on the side of the street.
Yeah, but
You're not saying
compared to
nothing,
what,
bro. Dog,
compared
we
to
have
what,
done
compared to
all of
what
these,
Israel,
dog, all these jobs. What you not
comparing to
understand is
what Israel was
these
alluding
people are
to.
coming behind us.
Yeah, I get that. Look, comparing to what Israel was elaborating to, I told him I wouldn't push back on that argument because if we go back to the very beginning, black folks have died for this country working. We've always been known as workers, foundational blacks. We've always been known for that. I'm talking about the blacks now.
Yeah, but you can't compare apples to oranges. That's what you're trying to do.
Well, if I can, I can't. I'll
Yeah.
concede if that's the case.
Yeah. You gotta. And so a more fair argument would be comparing Nigerians to Mexicans, and they damn sure ain't out working the Mexicans.
I compare Mexicans to ants, and this is not no racial shit, but them motherfuckers be working.
Them motherfuckers out there in them fields, that's some hard shit that they do.
Bruh, check them out at Home Depot. I'll probably see them tomorrow at Home Depot, and they're buying some wood, about to build something. I'll be like, look at them.
But you understand where they learned that from, right? The Mexicans?
Where they learned it from?
They learned it from us.
Well,
Why did they take it from us?
So when you go migration out of the South, and when we migrated into the northern cities, that's what we were doing. That's what we were doing.
I'm talking about the Mexicans in the South, though.
Well, they're in the South now because we've changed the South. They wasn't in the South when we were in 1940s. But when we migrated,
they was mainly in Mexico.
Exactly. But you got to compare apples to apples. So when we migrated out of the South into the factories in Baltimore, in Philly, in Jersey, in New York, we were doing the same thing that they're doing right now. They learned it from us.
I'm gonna ask you this question because look, I told y'all I'll concede that if y'all really want that. Are the Black Americans in America right now better or worse when it comes to work ethic compared to our ancestors when they first got here?
Oh, good question. I would say worse.
Worse.
Yeah, because we've civilized.
Way worse, bro. The work ethic is gone.
We become so civilized and comfortable. So there's things that we used to have to work for survival. We don't have to work for survival no more.
Not in the
like
same
they
sense.
do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm mainly focused on. I told you I'll concede it. I just come from the mindset of.
I mean, I get the point you're making. We just got to make sure we put it in the right time frame.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I mean,
when
I tell women that all the time. You don't do shit like your grandmother did and your great grandmother.
Not even a comparison.
Not even close. Not even close.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna wait for Lena to bring her back here, but you know,
I need to get on that Madden so I can go and grease him one day.
Man, he over here flashing up his gaming.
You don't want none, son.
Man, I'm listening to y'all, man. Shut up, man.
Yeah. No. What you
Jay
did,
can sit up here and lose to Baltimore and everything else on goddamn. All right, okay.
Nah, I came back and won that
game.
game.
He can sit up here and cry about losing. Oh, God damn it, they ain't a chicken. Nah, you know what? They play right. Every move is right when he makes it down. But all of a sudden, it's the computer's fault when he's thinking losing. I'm not trying to hear that.
Hey, Wally, tell him what was the final score?
31-30.
Look. I said shots.
No, Smitty was there.
I don't want to hear that.
Was there. So, man, you throwing shots, man. You over here doing too much.
Smitty don't want back.
I don't want to hear that.
Y'all know
you is gonna hear you
y'all know
disrespect
Jay
myself.
got the Korean neighbors with the good internet. He be happy.
I'm coming with y'all in a second, man. I'm right here.
Yeah.
He said Korean neighbors. I actually lost a neighbor today. Walked outside and they had a U-Haul truck out there. I was like, okay, they moving. Gonna get a lot quieter around here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's pretty quiet anyways.
I guess you ain't gonna be online too much since they moved.
The Korean wait. Y'all just say the most racist, like for real. You know what? I'm surprised, bro. Like they're out the ass. But I love it though, because I'm able to speak free over here.
JB stealing Wi-Fi.
So that's what's up.
Yeah, he's able to talk
where
free.
do they still
He's able to
cable?
play free.
You know what? He is
And
from
he's stealing
Alabama. I forgot about that. They do still cable. I
He got
forgot
a
about
long ass
that.
extension cord that he run every
Man,
night.
everybody everywhere steals
I
cable.
forgot about that. It's connected
That's
to the
why
Christmas lights,
Oh,
right?
trust me, I
to
know
move
some
out.
people that did that
They
shit.
had to
They
move
got some
out 'cause
secret cable networks and everything. Boy.
They had to move out because Jay ran their electricity bill up to like $1,200.
None of that special wire. They meter would be working. They meter would be acting funny. They meter would have been downplayed.
Well, you know, Jay still meters too.
Oh yeah, I want to see. You just trying to criminalize him. You trying to
You know
criminalize
that
him.
nigga from the hood, really. You know how to do that shit.
Man. Hey, but look. It's been a good one. I ain't gonna keep this going. It's been a good. I mean, we started off rocky. We started off a little bit earlier than supposed to, but you know, hey, look. Hopefully, you guys will be willing enough to watch the video and watch it to as much as you can to hear the storylines. But enough with that. It's been good. It's been a blast. Y'all already know what time it is. Deuce out. It's been the Weekly Drop Media at the JVJ Network, and let's talk with JVJ. Deuce.
Hit the cash app.
Perfect.
It's done, Don.